What is going on? What is going on? What is up, everyone? Welcome to an all new Free Agents podcast. It looks like I'm lagging. This is weird, but it is what it is. I hope everyone is having a great day today. Yeah, we're about to get into some really great stuff. So without any further ado, let me introduce you to the gentleman of the hour. What is going on, y'all?
What's happening, everybody? How y'all feeling tonight?
What's good? Good to see y'all.
Happy to see y'all, man. Super fired up. I've been missing this all week.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
I had one of the most interesting weeks, and so today is like my free moment. So I'm feeling good.
Just realized that I hear this trickling fountain in the background, so I forgot to turn off my.
Definitely sound like European.
I forgot to turn off my aquarium. So let me. I'm gonna handle that business while y'all introduce yourself. So we'll go ahead and kick it off with my man Lever. How are you doing today, sir? And how are you defining freedom?
Yes, my brother. I'm doing great. Thank you for asking. How am I defining freedom today? Just not going with the grain. You know what I'm saying? Not going with the grain, going against the grain. That's how I'm defining freedom today.
Dope. I'm gonna hop on in there, man. Yo, I'm super excited. As you can tell, I'm just super fired up. And today I am defining freedom by being present. There's a lot of things in life going on, but just at this moment, I'm currently free. I'm with my brothers. We're here. We're alive. You know, man. And I'm just excited right now. This is my moment of freedom.
Nice.
Yo, it's always good to find that moment of freedom or to acknowledge. You know what I'm saying? Everything or anything that's a blessing in the moment. So, shouts out to you, Ricky, for that.
Thank you.
Today, I'm experiencing freedom through consistency and commitment. Because I text you gentlemen 30 days ago and was like, yo, I'm gonna do 1,000 skips a day on this jump rope for 30 days straight. And I was gonna text you every night. I didn't keep up with that part, but I was accountable to my goal. And so today was day 30. And
Woo!
Yeah, today was day 30. And
that means at 30,000.
Oh, I'm
nice.
Well above 30,000 at this point. 37,096 to be exact.
Damn.
Ain't that like what is that? 30,000 feet? That's the airplane height, right?
What?
Random.
Right. That's what made me think of
what we're talking
like 30,000.
You sound like me.
All right.
Who's on that? What's up, Couture? She just said what's up.
What up? Oh, what up, brother?
Everybody in the
bros
chat.
on. My bros on.
I see Vince in here, Ryan in here. That's fam.
Yeah.
Katura, big bro Gary. What's good?
It's about to go down tonight.
Oh,
all right. Let me. You were you done? I'm sorry, I don't want to cut you off.
I'm done, man. That was
right.
Freedom and consistency and meeting goals.
So for me, I'm finding freedom just in enjoying the moments in life, man. And I'm really excited to finally get to be heading back to H-Town, man, on Monday.
Down.
Yeah,
Nice.
So I'm really going to enjoy that moment. Haven't been back, I want to say, in almost like a year and a half.
Wow.
Since my son was like 6 weeks old. So he's about to turn 2 next week. So
wow.
Nice.
Wow.
Yeah.
Shouts out, Dez. I see you in the chat.
Yeah. Yo, Dez, we got to connect, man, when I get to Houston.
You got everybody come find you when you get to Houston.
Yeah.
But we got to wear masks, y'all. Mask up.
I was just going to say with or without a mask.
No. I got tested today. I'm COVID free, and I like to stay that way while I'm in Houston.
Factuals.
Well, when you come to Houston, we don't know about it. You see,
I just got shot up on Tuesday, so I'm good, man.
How you feeling?
Wait. Shut up, like vaccine.
Yeah,
shut up, or then getting the test. Okay, So first one or second one?
The first one. This was my first shot. Yeah.
Do you feel any type of way right now?
I feel it's an internal struggle, man.
Tell me about that. I'm really curious. I know I'm not even being funny. I'm just curious.
I feel great. I haven't had any issues. Well, at the what do you call it? The point, the location, or whatever around the local area where they actually the needle.
The injection area.
Yeah, there you go. Thank you. It's starting to kick in.
Ain't nothing wrong.
Yeah, at the injection site, it's some soreness, but it felt like, you know, if you did some shoulder exercise, you went too hard on shoulder day, that's what it feels like. And it felt like that maybe about 5-6 hours after I got the shot, and then that lasted through the night. But the next day it just was kind of like, my shoulder's still sore from the workout, but I have zero pain in them now, and I still did my skips. I did my 1,000 skips, even though
nice.
I'm sore.
Yo, yeah. Lever, you did both shots, right? You already got both of them, or no?
That's the politics as usual segment.
All right. Okay. All right. We'll save that for that conversation. All right.
To answer your question, Ricky, I'm battling with the wokeness in me is battling about the vaccine. So
you might want to save that for my segment, my brother.
Please.
Yeah. Let's put a tab.
Let's save that one for that one, because I got a lot of questions.
Yeah, man.
But your hair does look longer.
You know,
we're already talking about Bel-Ami hair. Don't care. Let them know, Bell.
No, man. What I lack on my chin. I keep on my
Samson.
See what one shot to get you.
Let your soul glow.
Come on now.
Come on.
I'm sorry, I got off topic.
Yeah, I think we're moving to the rules. How about that?
Listen, the rules, I'm not spending too much time on the rules today. If you're new to this, listen, the rules are very simple. We have one rule, and we will abide by that rule. We encourage you to as well. So if you hear something that you agree with or something you don't agree with, you know, feel free to jump in the chat. We're going to monitor that. But the one rule is to think and speak freely. That's it. I was looking for the banner that quickly. Boom, there we go. Think and speak freely. That's it. That's all. We understand that the only thing between understanding is conversation, and we're here to have these conversations, and we want to have them with you. So also, if at any given time you would like to jump back in the chat, and we'll have some specific areas where we'll invite you, but anytime you want, just click on this link that you're about to see in the comment section wherever you're watching this, and with that link you can be teleported backstage, and you can talk to us face to face, ask us any questions, just comment on anything that you hear discussed tonight. And while we're at it, also would like to remind you, whatever platform you're on, make sure you follow, like, subscribe. We're at 6D, or we're at Free Agents on Instagram. And however you're watching this now, you're probably watching it from one of our channels. Make sure you follow us.
All right, y'all. So it's a real podcast now because Kadre is in the building.
Oh, yeah.
Also, this is how you know that you do way too many shows. It's like it's when you do your promos and you start to promote your other stuff.
What show is this? I don't even know.
I'm just in my flow. I do like my little thing. I have certain things I say for this show, certain things I say for the other. But it's like I get into my flow and it's like, okay, which show?
All right, y'all. So let's go ahead and jump into some topics. So right off the back, I think the biggest discussion this week was none other than Meghan Markle and Prince. Is it Harry?
Yeah.
One of those princes. And on Oprah. Now, I didn't watch this, but I had plenty of people, tell me about it. And so I think, maybe it's worth discussing. So, there were some things in there that was brought up, I guess. I don't know. I'm going to hand this out to the people who actually watched it. So, right. And I'll just, chime in and speak my nonsense.
You didn't watch it at all, Derek?
Not at all.
Well, not even clips or nothing?
Nothing. It just didn't interest me. I'm sorry. I
gotta apologize.
I think my hopes with royalty died with Diana. So,
First things first. Did you say right off the back?
Oh, right off the bat. All right, back.
I think I said right off the bat.
No, it's not like you said right off the back.
I said right off the back.
Yes, said it.
I mean, but what is the difference? You tell me. What is the difference between right off the bat and right off the back?
Listen, there is.
You see how he did that, right? You see how he did that.
It's definitely a difference, right?
Hey, you know what, Bel-Ami? Like,
because
I think
it's right off the bat. Like you swing a bat, you hit something. It's like you're hitting it. Cool.
Right.
Right off the bat. But
Okay.
right off the back,
Right off the back means it's just sliding right off.
you know what?
That's-
Hey,
that's
It's
a,
like I was hanging on to it and I let it go right
you
off the
let it
back.
go.
that's a little known fact about me. Like sayings, any sayings that are just generally understood. And I do this with my wife a lot. We are the police of sayings. If
Right.
we're not the police. We're kind of like we'll laugh in the background. Like, did this just say off the back? Or just sometimes grammar police a little bit. There's a little grammar policeman in me. And definitely when it comes to the sayings, like, Valentine's and those
Valentine's.
Or how was it? Like refrigerator and library.
Library. I'm all about library.
Furniture.
Ambulance.
Mhm.
Wait, how about Solomon?
God.
Solomon.
or who says pecans?
Yeah.
Look, pecan it don't bother me as much, but right off the back.
Right off the back.
Right off the back.
There's a student I had once, and the name
Taking
that
things for granted.
Cool.
The student, we were reading this Langston Hughes book, and there was like Colonel, blah blah blah, and she read it as Colonel, and I was like, oh, actually, it's Colonel. Just FYI, she's like, it clearly says Colonel.
Oh my God.
But I don't even blame people for that. Some shit just don't make sense.
I agree. But what am I going to run through the world saying Colonel?
For
all intents and purposes.
Look, Pat said mines.
Mines.
That's Pat.
What up, Pat?
Pat, another dope drummer from Houston, man. Shout out to you.
All right, so look, Katura's trying to keep us on task, y'all. So she got some comments in here about what was going on. So Marco handled that skin color situation better than I would. I'm a 1,000% a mama bear, and I cut no one slack when it comes to my son. All right.
In other words, she would have towed that ass up. That's what you're trying to say.
So what was the situation with that? All right.
Yeah.
Fill me in. Yeah,
I definitely want to get her other comment.
Okay.
Very impressed the way Harry is handling things. He's respecting his grandmother. Firm. Yeah. At the same time, he was proactive in making moves to not have his wife endure all that his mom did. Listen, that was a whole nother part of the conversation. I thought was really, really heavy as well. And I hadn't even considered. But of course, Prince Harry being so close to everything, he's definitely going to notice that.
I mean, this is the one thing I did hear about this whole situation is that Prince Harry was actually an illegitimate son from someone else.
Wow.
That too. And
that's a fact.
No, it's been a gossipy convo.
Yeah, because he's a redheaded ginger.
So is that Camilla Bowles, the one that did he have a kid?
No. It's Diana's his mother, but she slept with someone else.
Wow.
Which is also one of the reasons why they got her.
That's what they say.
That's what they say. Allegedly. Let me make sure I say that. Allegedly.
But let's keep it a buck. Prince, like Diana's husband, like he was with another woman the entire, like before the marriage and
Camille or whatever her name is. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, actually, but the other thing is I really feel sorry for him because I think he thought he was gonna be king, and his mama is like she will not leave.
Not at all.
That's just too much going on.
Feel sorry for For him?
No, I feel sorry in that. Like, think about like you're born and you're like, one day I'm gonna get to be king.
I'm sorry, I mean to laugh. But damn.
And it's like one day I get to be king of all this, and his mom refuses to like die.
But I mean, would you
I
rather
mean,
be
he's
king
almost.
or would you rather have your mom?
Yeah, of course. I mean,
I mean,
Yeah,
no.
with this.
Let me say this.
those people-
Okay, he's like 80 something now, right? So what I'm saying is,
No, he's not 80.
Can't be 80. 'cause
he's
then
like
how old is-
70 something. He's old.
He's probably 70 something.
How old's the queen?
No, she's I think almost 100, or I think she might be 100.
She's not 100, bro.
Yeah, hold on. I'm about to look it up.
Let's Google her.
I'm Googling.
You're like,
Bel-Ami was like, when niggas say the queen is 100, that's the shit that gets bothers.
All right, so
100, dog.
I feel like she's 8.
Queen Elizabeth II is 94.
Oh,
Bel-Ami
I
said,
mean-
when niggas say the queen is 100 years old. And shit.
But she's almost there. But like,
She's closer to 100 than she
I
is
mean,
8. So,
yeah.
So
But
then
you know
how
what's
old-
I'm sorry, I was just gonna say, like, I think in the midst of like all the, who's cheating, who's doing what, whose child is what, like this seems to be the biggest thing. Like all that bullshit they got going on is like, but what color is the baby going to be? Like,
yeah,
really? Like,
it's just one of those things. Like, so, and I know we were gonna talk about the actual interview, but it was really interesting because, first of all, kudos to them for even having the courage to speak out against this type of system, bro. Like this, and this is his family, you know what I'm saying? And this is all he knows. And for him to like just support his wife like that, I think that's really telling of him as a person. And my wife and I, we were talking about it afterwards. We were like, in the racial draft, we'll draft Prince Harry. We'll draft him because he's looking out. But I think she brought to light a number of things that I think some people may be surprised about. Oh wow, they could possibly be racist. No shit, we just assume
really
everybody.
are you kidding? No, come
Like
on, man.
But I thought it was really cool that he said, he grew up in this privilege, in the midst of this privilege, and had no clue. But he was like, it's very easy to see, injustices that are going on, and that potentially this is as a result of some of that bias, and just the fact that he entertains something beyond his, this was his scope for forever, and to bring different ideas and allow those ideas to govern how you move, I think that's exceptional.
Yeah.
So shouts out to him, but like, and for supporting his wife, in this situation.
What did Couture say?
She says, dopest part, Princess Diana set things up for Harry to move around and have freedom from the firm. Yes, that was another thing they talked about. That, they cut him off, and all of this as a result of things. Of course, they got out of hand when he got with a black woman, and that's not how they wanted. And so all these things start popping up, and they start taking away all these privileges. They cut them off financially. And he said, thanks to his mom's the inheritance that he got from his mom, he was able to, even survive and sustain after he was cut off financially. And shit, I just lost my train of thought.
I got a question because I really don't know anything about it. I'm kind of like Derek D. I'm like, I don't really know. But like, what does that really mean with him just kind of stepping out and saying like, screw this, I don't want no part of this no more? Like, what does that really mean for their entire, I guess, empire? What does that mean?
Because he wasn't going to be king anyway.
So nothing, they just continue on doing what they do?
Yeah.
Oh, well, hell, I was doing the same thing.
You gotta think too, like these positions, for all intents and purposes, are just like
the figureheads.
That's it.
Yeah.
Okay.
They hold a hell of a lot of influence, but when it comes to like actual power, and granted, if someone else is more well versed in the monarchy, please feel free to jump in this chat. But I mean, for the most part, this is just it's just tradition and culture, and it's like, hey, we have a king and a queen.
Yeah,
You
because
know,
like
monarchy.
he's not in the line to inherit unless his brother dies.
Unless his brother died. Yeah.
Yeah, and so like he's not in the line to inherit the crown. And
Right.
actually, if his brother dies, his brother already has kids, so therefore they're actually next in line.
So he could just walk away and be like, I'm done with y'all. I got my money. I'm good. And live my own life, right?
Yeah, I mean the advantage that you have though being in the royal family is that like of course you're tax free and all the taxes that people do pay to England go to you. It's just
Really?
but you don't like you get to live for free for the rest of your.
This is a good point because Tyler Perry hosted, like he gave him a house to live in while they were getting their stuff together when they got to Cali.
Yeah, that's Tyler Perry, man. He be on one.
He's something else. Man.
Yeah.
Something else.
I mean, I used to talk about him, but now I lift him up.
Oh, shout out to Noel.
Yeah. What's up, Noel? She said, they're just mad that she has black in her blood. Yeah, man. Don't they? Ain't it crazy how they give us away? They give a whole person away for a little bit of black.
That's the point.
That's how you know. That's how you know how powerful we are.
Thank you. Like one hint of black, which is why I feel for some mixed people. You know what I'm saying? Like whether you light skin, curly hair, you don't know if you can fit in one category or not. Oh, there's one show on Netflix. It's called Jenny and
Jenny. Yeah. I know.
Y'all saw that?
Oh my God!
No, I did not watch it, but my wife has been watching it. My daughter's been watching it too.
I watched the entire thing. It's actually really, really good, honestly. And she
Jenny in Georgia.
Yeah. She made so many valid points. It's like, she don't know where to fit in that. She's not black enough for this group, not white enough for that group. And her dad was like this very free-spirited black guy, and the mom came from an abusive home, but she was like super survival, mindset, but she just didn't know where to fit in it. But it was just like that one hint of black that made her not fit in nowhere. Right, what I'm saying? Yeah. And I just think that's stupid for the most part.
I agree.
One drop.
Couture also says the issue is they altered the rules when Archie came onto the scene. He has no security or title. If tradition is so important, they should have left things alone. Yeah, that's another thing that came up too. They pretty much cut him off. They were like, cool, we're not gonna give him a title. Also, we're taking his security away. And
so
who's Archie?
Hold on. That's the child.
That's
okay.
So can I ask you this question? Is that a metaphor for growing up? I know some, like Noelle mentioned that she's a mixed child. My wife's father is half Chinese, right? Mother's black. But is that the metaphor for growing up, for lack of a better phrase, mixed, is that you have no title and you have no security as a metaphor?
Ooh.
You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
Because you're like kicked into the black culture, sometimes removed from the culture that's not, black. And your navigation must be somewhat, I don't know.
That could be very confusing, man. Because think about black people who are, we can say we're 100% black, right? I don't even think the blackest person is 100% black unless you're straight from the motherland.
Well, technically, we're all straight from the motherland, so we're all 100% black.
That's why everybody,
right.
Everybody 23andMe got African.
Exactly. But we know, the difference between somebody who's from Nigeria and somebody from America. You know what I'm saying? So even with Black Americans, if they're light skinned and they're curly hair, some black people will be like, oh, you light skinned, you know what I'm saying? You don't really fit in with this particular black group. I got a couple of mixed friends who go through the same thing all the time. So it's like, even with the black group, you're still considered light skinned and curly hair. So we don't really want you here 100%. You know what I mean? What is,
Eric,
thank you.
What is 100% black?
Wait, hold on. Wait. You ever get out blacked and you didn't expect it? This nigga done out black me. Shit.
What you eat? Watermelon. What you got? What else you got?
Yo.
It's always interesting, man, because
I got that very Kool-Aid, man.
What's going on? Lily?
Oh,
Wow.
yeah.
Wow.
Wait, got that red Kool-Aid and that Cinco de Mayo. So
You
you
out
know.
black all of us, right?
You should- right now.
Wait,
I can't even find nothing black around me right now. Oh no, I'll take that back. Oh, my bad. Hold up.
Oh wait, hold up. I got called. Yo, my man, he's in Texas right now. He called me a reverse Oreo, and I was like, "Wait, the
Yo.
fuck?" And he was like, "Yeah, because you catch him off guard. You white as fuck on the outside, but inside you real black." And then people get confused when you come with some, black shit because you came with the, hammer time before. So yeah, that's some. I don't know if that's how that works with what we're talking about. But
So hold on real quick. I'm reading the comments. Noelle, can you, like she said this mixed child topping needs its own podcast because honestly, it ain't being us. Like expound on that. I'm curious about
ain't being us.
Oh, it ain't easy. She clarified.
oh, got it.
No, but I like it ain't being us. That's some black deep black shit. Right
Nigga, no, that's
I'm
not
like,
right, bro. That's
I'm thinking like it ain't being
It
like
ain't us.
ain't all, I thought it was like it ain't on us. It's others who perpetrate shit onto us.
that's
right?
another thing that it grinds my gears when niggas. Yeah, that's deep. No, nigga, that's not deep. That's a typo. Man, you and us. That's deep. That's deep. No.
Hey, but you know what? That kind of goes back to what we were saying earlier about sayings. You could just take one word and flip it and be like, "Yo, that's a deep saying." That's so
It ain't
deep.
being us, man. It ain't being us.
It ain't being us.
I'm
One word threw everything off.
Yo, that's the name of the Mixed Child podcast. It ain't being us, man.
Mm.
Fuck. Yo, Vince is 92% black.
What's that other 8%, bro?
This.
What's that other 8%, Bird?
I'm curious.
People want to know.
Oh shit!
all right, so I'm gonna move us on.
Yeah, okay.
Just a little bit. So one of the things that Meghan Markle did talk about, because it was brought to my attention, is that like I guess she got confronted about like how she knew Prince Harry or something, and what was her response, Levert?
Oh yeah. That was the part that. All right. I'm gonna say this, and only LA niggas know what I'm talking about, right? Growing up in LA, with all due respect, especially in the 90s, there was this pedestal, particularly that fair-skinned woman got put on in LA. And when I saw her say, like, oh, well, I didn't really like Google him. I didn't really know like curtsy and all that other shit. It was like, are you in that celebrity? I get put on this pedestal because I'm what's considered acceptable black to Hollywood. You know what I'm saying? And like that really, really, really bothered me. So like from the very beginning of the episode, I was like, oh, this interview is going to be trash. Like she's not going to represent us. The idea that she's not supposed to be because she's a Hollywood celebrity. I just didn't vibe with that part. And so what we were talking about is what's this whole thing about Googling? Like what actually comes up when you Google yourself, or if someone wants to Google you? Like for four of us, like I don't know. Like
so I mean let's find out. Like,
oh, you're gonna share
what comes up when we Google ourselves?
Hold on. I'm trying to understand before we get to the Googling.
Yeah.
What are you saying then about how she responded to that?
Like that's not represent. It ain't being us. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not. It doesn't represent thought, right? Like you're telling me you apparently Piers Morgan and her went on a date together, prior to meeting Prince William. So she's never Googled Piers Morgan. You know what I'm saying? Like you're meeting the
I get what you're saying. Like
Okay.
You know what I'm
basically,
saying?
you meeting people and you telling me that you ain't gonna Google them to see what you can
Right.
find.
Or like
Right.
your homegirl is like, are you sure
You
you
know
want to
who
do
this
this
is?
shit? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like that's a part. It felt like she was about to be like, I'm gonna feign ignorance.
So,
You know what I'm saying?
Are you saying she's being disingenuous by saying that she didn't do this, or you're just saying she's being
Yeah,
responsible?
no, I don't think she's being disingenuous. I think she's being her true self. And I felt like at this point in her career, she should have known the privilege of growing up light-skinned black girl in LA, the privilege of being a celebrity, the privilege of just kind of being
So basically,
in society. You know what I'm saying? You should Google some shit or listen to some shit. You can't just say, well, I didn't know. I didn't know this nigga.
Here's the thing, though.
Mom was the fucking grandmother was a queen. That's what it sounded like.
I don't know how much of it is. Yeah, she should have. You just should, especially nowadays. And they ain't meet that long ago where she shouldn't have known. You couldn't. But also, I think there's a hint of just kind of this superiority complex that we have as Americans. We don't really particularly have a worldview, not for the most part. And I think that might have been part of the reason why she didn't think it necessary.
Right.
And that might have been one of the underlying things that just was like, I don't care, whatever. Yeah, he's a prince, cool. But I totally agree it was irresponsible. But overall, before we get moving on, I just want to say, you know, my heart goes out to Megan, but in whatever she's dealing with, you know, apparently she was dealing with mental health issues that they just ignored as well.
Oh my God, that's crazy.
Over. But you know, I think there's power in her having been silenced like she was, because now we're listening. You know what I'm saying? And we're listening because of that silence. And there's a book that we were reading, 48 Laws of Power. And
yes, sir.
Part of it is like, you know, your silence, using your silence to your advantage. I don't want to misquote the rule, but in essence, they're talking about, you know, the longer you stay away, the less familiar you are, you know, the louder your voice becomes, the louder your influence and impact. So I think there was power in that. And by them trying to remove her power, they actually gave her more power.
Yeah,
exactly.
So
That's the thing.
This is if you Christian, your enemies as your footstool right now. And, so yeah, it was good to see that moment and good to see her in a healthier space. And they about to have a girl, so they about to have a black man and a black girl in this earth. Come on now, they're gonna get there. They're gonna get there. I know you've seen all the memes, like the Killmonger. It was like when Archie comes back 30 years later to claim his spot, and it was like Killmonger. It was like, hey, auntie.
God, dang. It ain't being us, man.
We're like, hey, auntie.
Yeah. But anyway, Google it.
Yo, put up that Katura.
Oh yeah.
So she was like, I can't go with this light skin privilege. Some assume we tend to have attitudes and us a ditty.
Ass.
Yes. I am proud of them for leaning on each other and him loving. I need some new glasses. And him loving her as he is going against the grain.
There you go.
Boy, Mayweather up in this bitch, man.
I'm like, man.
Him, I guess a great ass.
I think I don't know what it is. I think it's either these bright lights or it's I need some new glasses.
Yo, what Erica say about me?
Where's it at?
I always want
whatever
you smoking and drinking.
Yo,
it's
check it
just
out.
Smoking.
Yo, so let me tell you how much I love you guys, man. You know, I left for one event and made sure I made it here today. You know, for us. But then Anthony, my best friend, they over at BJ's eating egg rolls right now, and I told them make sure they bring me some egg rolls, and they eat my egg rolls right now.
Like, good as fuck.
Hey, but he's watching though, so we appreciate it, man.
I know. I appreciate y'all.
Eat them egg rolls and watch.
Right.
All right,
right.
so let's get to Googling.
Uh-oh.
Oh wait, who got? Oh
I got
yeah,
it.
yeah. You got them all.
Now I'm just gonna.
You gonna show yours?
You should
I'll
do
start
mine.
with.
You should do mine last.
Yeah, we definitely do yours last.
Do mine first. You can do mine first.
All right, cool.
Oh my god, you got me choking, dog.
Coffee McCofferson over here.
That's what she
That
said.
Corona is a bitch.
No, he got that. What was it? What was the word?
The
What was the word that you've been it was like it wasn't like
Pheromones?
fights. No, it was like
Pheromones?
no, it was a word that you've been saying for the last 2 episodes.
I don't know what you're talking about. What word?
You know what? I know who knows. Where is she at? Cherie.
We're just gonna go to Rick right now.
Cherie knows the word I'm talking about. But go ahead.
Yeah, look at that.
Big Rick.
All right, so
Bodybuilding Rick.
Look at this
Look,
guy.
I'm trying to scroll slow. Make sure. Look at that transformation over there. Wow.
Wow.
I'm not going over.
Is this
I'm not going
images?
over
Okay.
there. Yeah. So, that's it.
Yo, click on that transformation picture, man. Click on that transformation picture.
Let's
Click
see
on
if I
that
get to
transformation picture.
Oh, that's your dog. I was like,
what is
is
that
going
noise?
on?
Can y'all hear him?
Yeah.
Oh, he's so. I have to give him something. Hold on. Okay, dude. Okay.
Oh wow, look at this guy here.
Abuse.
Oh man, my computer is moving really slow. Sorry.
That transformation pic on the right is crazy.
Right.
All right. So you're the only one. You're the only one that comes up.
Thank goodness. Okay,
Yeah.
my computer moving slow.
Oh,
Sorry,
sure.
let's
You
move on
don't
to the
know what
next
I'm
one.
talking about. Yeah, Google me, man.
Do you? Okay. Yeah.
Couture says, that's my life coach. Get it, get wood.
Yeah.
Like you said it like that too.
Yeah, look at that white boy.
Yeah. The funny thing, no matter how you put his name in there, it never shows up as him. It's always somebody else.
That's right.
Look at that. You a
Look at
white,
that
black?
Wait, no way.
Boy.
Wow.
Yeah.
Nothing
You don't exist, bro.
Hey.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I wiped
play
my
golf?
Online footprints, guys.
Yeah.
Did we do with it's
No.
not images?
Oh, wait, look. So, wait, see the guy
No,
with the
it's the-
beard? No, scroll.
Yeah.
Go back to the guy with the beard and click on him. I met
The
him.
black guy with the beard?
It was
Oh,
yeah,
shoot.
crazy thing, right? So I was interviewing for a fellowship at this one job, and so they got my application and they were like, "Oh, we thought that you were somebody who worked here." And I was like, "What are you talking about?" And it's like, "Yeah, his name is Derek Jason Smith, and my name is Derek Jason Smith." And
wow.
And I was like, I gotta meet this cat. And so we met. Yeah, I met him, and it was really cool. It was really interesting. Literally same name, same spelling, everything.
Look at this guy.
What kind of credit card did he have? You should have took his wallet.
He
what's wrong
definitely
with this
making
guy
more
right
money
here?
than me.
Wow. All right, let's do elbow crazy.
His first name is Elbow. His last name is Greasy. Derek, how did you make yourself invisible?
A lot of hard work. And no, I think it's just really having a very popular name. I didn't think my name was that popular, but it is definitely that popular. So
try to do it as
what's also really cool is my name is
Yeah, do
555. I have 5 letters in each of my first, middle, and last name.
Wow. Feel good about that? You feel good about yourself?
Somebody told me about that one time. They were like, "Yo, did you notice this?" And I was like, "No, not really." And they're like, "It's a pretty cool thing." I was like, "Oh, okay."
555. Who was the 555 guy? Oh man, he
5
ran for office.
5 in New York.
No, 555. He had a 555 plan. The black dude. Yeah, the guy who just died from Corona.
Oh, I know you're talking about.
Yeah.
Herman.
Maybe there's more footprint with my real name. So yeah, use my real name because these are just some flyers. Oh no. Hold on.
What?
We all came here to see. Do my real name one more time.
Okay.
I think my footprint is a little bit more on there. Okay, nice. You know what's so funny? So I actually have to use this sometimes. When I was a public school educator, all of my students were like, "Yo, your wife is white, right?" You know what I'm saying? I'm like, "No,
in your business."
Yeah, and so then they Googled me. They're like, "Oh, you superimpose a model next to you, yo." Like, that's no way. That's your wife, man.
Wait. Did you say superpose and not superimpose?
No,
Beauty and the Beast has 5 syllables in each line.
Is this who is that on side of you right here? The bottom right.
Bottom right.
Yeah.
My right or which? Oh, that's actually her brother. Yeah, that's actually her brother. I don't even know how that's like MySpace from back in the day.
Wow.
Yeah,
that's because all black people look alike, especially from the back, and their heads are shaved.
That's what she said. All right, the moment we all been waiting for.
Yeah, Bel-Ami.
Yeah. No music, just Bel-Ami.
No music.
All right, I hope y'all watching this. Okay, this is real.
I don't know, man. We might get flagged for this one.
Are we?
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. No. Wait, that's with the apostrophe. You gotta take that apostrophe out, man.
Oh shoot, I put the wrong thing.
You put the wrong.
Whoa. Okay.
Back it up.
Okay.
Back it up.
Okay.
Back it up. Yo,
my computer moving slow.
He said my computer moving slow.
So it's so interesting, man.
That's Bel-Ami, man.
I wonder what that means. What is
Rebels cover?
It means beautiful friend.
Yeah, that's what it means.
Yeah, it means beautiful friend.
Bel-Ami.
Bel-Ami means beautiful friend.
Bel-Ami.
But what if you pronounce it as Bel-Ami? What is that?
Baloney.
Sausage.
Oh, Jesus.
Sorry for anyone who was caught off guard watching this at work. Work computer or something.
But NS
so one of them
NSFW.
No.
Hold on, real quick. First says, and this is to Elbow Greasy. He said your street cred went way up when the kids saw your wife. I saw the clout ride. Well done. Yeah. So look, that's the thing with Bel-Ami, right? So when I first took on the moniker, and I was like, you know what? Should I go out? Okay, I searched, and I was like, yikes, man, it's totally not representative of my brand. But then I was like, and it was interesting because I remember I did an influence stream, and I remember having a conversation with the leaders, and they were just like, so you sure you want to go by Bel-Ami and not maybe Amir Bel-Ami just for this round of and I was like, nah, man, we're gonna go by Bel-Ami. Like, I know what's there, but it's my mission to turn it around. So
that's right
on me. Now, granted, it's really hard to beat that industry out. But I just always tell people Bel-Ami music, and so it works, man, and it's not a big deal now.
So, but the name is like your actual name, right? Amir Bel-Ami.
Yeah, so my actual last name is Bellamy, Bel-Ami, and perform under Bel-Ami.
I never knew that.
And look,
I always thought it was your stage name.
Fam coming through, and my manager Erica taking up for me. If you type Bel-Ami music, you'll come up. She knows it. Don't play yourself like that.
Ain't nobody got time for typing in music and shit.
They do. They do.
Yeah, man. They got time. They got time.
They
got time today.
Did over 200,000 times on Spotify last year.
You better let them know. Let them know. They do.
They do. They type it in. And it's great. Good.
What my girl
But
said.
I promise, I thought that was
Yo, how about this? What if we start googling some people from our
chat?
chat?
Ooh,
No.
You should ask them
You know
permission.
what? No.
Doing that.
Yeah, I
We
can't
ain't
do that
doing
to them.
All right.
He's so disrespectful.
How about we ask them? Can we Google y'all and then?
It ain't being us. It ain't being us, y'all. You know, it ain't being us.
Oh, Jesus.
What do you say? Who wants to be Googled?
Sheree found a clue. Just a month ago, I realized that AMI represents the first 3 letters of my first name. Yeah, listen.
Oh, I didn't even know that until right now.
Yeah, nobody pay attention, but the real ones pay attention.
Oh,
Mm.
oh, you flipped that thing.
So check this out.
Yeah.
Ferg says there's a Vincent Ferguson that is more powerful than me. And Kadre says, "Come on with it. Search for Kadre."
Oh shit! Y'all
Let's
over
do
here
that.
playing around.
Smallhorn said yes. Google him too. For some reason, he can't message us
You notice? Hold on. You notice there are more dudes like Google
saying
me.
Google me.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, no
Is
woman.
that a
Google.
thing? Is that a thing?
Yeah, this is Women's History Month. Her
Right.
story month.
Her story was right.
We need to be Googling some women.
What do women think if guys Google you? Is that a little?
That's a really good
That's
question.
a good one.
You know what I'm saying?
So all of the women listeners out there, like, what do y'all think
What's going on?
if guys Google you?
Harlem Nights over here, man. Champ, is that Champ?
I'll tell you this though. Like every person I've ever interviewed for a job, got Googled.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
Hold on, Sharice. I think Sharice a little scared. Now first.
She like my internet glitchy.
Wait,
No.
did I spell Kadre's name right?
Kadrae.
I mean, yeah, like, okay, so DJ Star, everyone you interview with, you said,
Now I Googled them and then I went to their Instagrams. I mean, like some of these people.
serious?
Come on, Ricky looking for Kadria. He knew what Kadria looked like.
My man looked like Arsenio Hall up in this bitch, man.
Yeah.
He's doing his thing. He plays guitar.
Shoot.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
No, I thought he was on his NDRE, just hugging the guitar and shit. Okay, Kadre.
Okay. We see you.
Yeah. Get Dre all day.
Is that Kadre with a bandana?
Yeah, what happened with
Like a gangster. Hold on, you gotta show
Gangsta.
that's Kadre.
Sure.
Yeah, you got that Tupac.
K from the tray.
Got that Tupac. I see you, Kadre. I see you. You ain't a killer, but don't push him.
Okay, hold on. Cherie said,
It
yeah. Cherie said, creep me out when a man Googled me and told me.
So here's the thing, right? Because all of this is public information. So it's
Right.
She says, okay, we can Google her. So you can Google Cherie next.
Spell it for me?
Yeah, I just Sharee.
Adams Hall. No, if you Google Cherie, who knows what's about to come up?
Right.
I know. So Adams like that?
And hyphen Hall, Hall. And it's Adams. Yeah. Let's see what she got. Let's see what comes up.
So she got videos like, "Hi, my name is Sharee Adams Hall." Okay, we about to get these shots.
Okay.
All right.
Oh shit.
He said we about to get these shots.
Yo, for real. Okay, it's getting
I don't know who that dude is though.
I don't know who that is.
This Methy looking Cherie.
Yeah, Sharee.
Yo, this might have to be our new segment, y'all.
Yeah.
I know.
Google me.
Google me.
No, man.
Okay.
Nice.
So at least she came up first.
Yeah.
I don't think everyone likes to be Googled, you know what I'm saying? Like a woman, especially have a woman who Like if she takes one picture and she happens to be in something that could be considered scantily clad, then it's on you to, you know what I'm saying? Just like I feel like that must be a challenge for women to feel that way. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Dude, like I don't care what you think about me, you know?
I think it's just something we just have to accept now as
Yeah.
the way of the world. Like, yeah, look, your information, because you want to have a map on your phone,
Mhm.
you want the time to always be right without setting it every time you switch a time zone. There's going to be a lot of information on you, and because
Yeah.
you want to talk to your mom who lives, you know, across the country, and you want to be able to text her easily, you know what I'm saying? Like, and you subscribe to Facebook and you have all these permissions, every picture you take now is going to be available to them. So like, it's just the way of the world, man. We got to figure out new ways to move.
Well,
And you know
Derek
something else I
figured out-
learned too?
My auntie, y'all, hold on. My auntie needs to just
What
join
up, Auntie?
What up,
Hey,
Auntie?
Yo,
was
something else I learned recently about cookies, and that's probably I'll take about a year ago. And you know, every time you click on a website, and at the bottom they'll say, "Hey, do you accept these cookies?" You know, and anytime you say yes, and then if you don't pay attention to all the information in the writing and the profile, they're basically saying you're giving us permission to steal all your information and use it and sell it to other people. That's the only thing you're saying.
but not only that though, you also give them permission to be able to track you when you're not even on their site.
Yeah.
Wow.
Which is
That's-
cookies like you're leaving crumbs.
That's the whole idea of cookies. It's like you're
Never thought about it like that.
Yeah.
So the other crazy thing is me and Bel-Ami were talking about this yesterday, actually, like how like everything is trackable now, right? So like in New York, all the subway lines now have hands-free access to the to get into the subway. Like
Yeah.
you don't have to use your car, you can just use your Apple Watch or you can use your phone, right?
Wow.
But what that means is
Buses too.
you're also giving your position and your information away to them so that they know where you are at all times.
And sometimes that could save you if you need an alibi.
It could.
And
And that sometimes it can also hurt you if you didn't want that alibi.
Right.
here's the thing: when Sally Mae and Navient start using that information, and they come behind your ass at your house or on your train route,
You owe us money.
But I mean, that's the thing though, is like all of our information is up for grabs. Like
It's out there.
I mean, like that, and we were talking about like when did this all start? Like, did it start with like MySpace? And I was telling him like, no, it started with like those grocery card things. So like when you used to be able, I mean, you still do it now, but like at checkout, you swipe the grocery card so
like
that
your
you get the
rewards card.
the rewards
your
card.
membership card?
Yeah. And so what that does for them is it lets them know your buying habits, so they know what food to order and how much. And so it's like, and so there's this information for them. So it's like that's the same thing with everything that we do now. So like with your phone, whenever you're searching and stuff, and you're whatever you're doing, is just giving them the information so they know what to do.
So every time you look up porn, they're constantly sending you.
That's why you gotta look it up in incognito mode, so that only the CIA can look at it for you with you.
One of the reasons things like that happen because folks have everything linked together. Yes.
Yeah.
You know,
very, very true.
And Google linked to their contacts. Yeah.
Google is it, man. Google is the reason why.
It's Big Brother.
Have you ever saw that movie Circle?
Yes. Yeah.
Y'all should watch it because Circle is literally what Google is.
Right.
Sharice says it started with the Freedom of Information Act. Tell me how? Because I thought the Freedom of Information was just
us.
Yeah, I thought it was for us to get information on anything, any proceedings or any filings or.
Oh, maybe it was the reverse.
I thought it started with George Bush with that 9/11.
That's the Freedom of Information.
No, Freedom of Information has been around before 9/11. It's like the justification that they use to be able to like search people's phones because of the terrorism and shit like that, and that's why you got to take your shoes off every time you get on the plane.
Yeah.
All
of that stuff too is why all that stuff happened to Snowden.
Fuck Snowden, man.
I'm just saying.
You got,
He was
you got mad with that one.
okay.
Nah, I know. He's a Bitcoin brother, so I wasn't sure if he's gonna start going to like free Snowden type shit.
Not defending him for that, and we'll talk about that too. We definitely need to talk about that. But no,
Well,
but I think it's
Free
one of those
Snowden
things.
or Bitcoin?
Oh, Bitcoin. It's a new all-time high today. We're 61,000 today.
That's crazy.
We'll have.
I mean, and we were just at 50,000 last week.
Yeah. Shouts out
So
to
somebody made $10,000 this week, guys.
But
millions too.
Yeah.
But you're telling me $1 is equal to how many Bitcoins?
No,
That's all I was gonna ask.
Not nothing. $1 is equal to 51,000th of a Bitcoin.
Are you serious?
yeah.
Is that on par yet?
What do you-
Bitcoin surpassed the dollar.
Yeah, one Bitcoin, like Bitcoin.
One Bitcoin is
Around
$61,000.
It
So
was
$1 is 1/61,000th of a Bitcoin.
Oh
Yeah.
my god!
Hold up. Can you say that one more time?
Bitcoin is more
So
valuable
one
than
big-
a dollar now?
One Bitcoin.
There's a lot of things more valuable than dollar, but one Bitcoin, one Bitcoin is worth $61,000.
I just heard that. I just caught on to what he said.
I didn't catch on. I'm trying to say, what the fuck this nigga saying, man?
I said there's a lot of things that are worth more than a dollar.
No, I'm look. Yeah.
That beanie you got on your head is worth more than a dollar.
Whoa!
It
First
is.
of all, a
How
black
much did your beanie cost? How
beanie.
much did it cost? How much did it cost?
Can I finish?
Just tell me how much it
First
cost.
of all, shout out to the queen from BU Clothing, Black and Ugly Clothing. As you
Yeah.
can see, it says color.
Oh, then that definitely costs a lot of money because I've been to her website.
So it costs a whole lot more than a dollar.
Right. So it costs more than a dollar. That's all I'm saying. If it costs $2, it's worth more than a dollar. And it probably costs closer to like 30.
But that's not what I was talking within the realm of
I know what you're saying.
currency.
Yes.
Yes.
In the realm, your hat is worth more in the realm of
There
currency.
we go. I'm comparing to Bitcoin. One Bitcoin is $61,000.
Right. So therefore, $1 is 1/61,000th of a Bitcoin.
I get that, bro.
Listen, 2 years ago, it was $3,200.
And let's say 10 years ago it was $1.
Wow. So here's a question. I'm totally ignorant to this. Well, not completely, but like when you get a Bitcoin account and you have X amount of dollars in there, like how do you spend it? Where do you spend it? Like how does it,
So
this is this will be the next
I'm about to
Here we
say,
go.
Sorry.
yeah.
there's a number.
Sit back and strap in. Here we go.
There's a number of different retailers that will accept Bitcoin. However, it's just not.
Can you buy a house with Bitcoin?
Yes, actually.
Really?
Yeah. But
Y'all start talking about NFTs?
listen, that's part of it too. Contracts. Any contracts can be delivered on the blockchain much easier than they can, in regular ways. But what I'm saying is that it's not really going to be used as currency as we understand currency to be used to exchange goods and services. No, it's not. It's going to be used more of a store of value and just as a way to hedge against other more traditional markets. That's it.
I mean, think of it closer than a stock than it is a
currency, like cash.
Yeah.
Okay. So only certain people will accept Bitcoin. Like say if I have a Bitcoin account and I got.
But here's the thing.
Yeah,
you can sell it. You can always sell your piece of Bitcoin.
Yeah.
Pieces of Bitcoin. If you have one Bitcoin, you good. But most people just have pieces of Bitcoin.
Kadre says he learned his lesson from not investing in Bitcoin. That's now he's looking at Dogecoin. Kadre, do not.
Dogecoin. I've invested in Dogecoin. I'm just trying to get it back to even so I can sell it back.
Listen, this space is about to have a whole. Listen, I can go for you.
All right, the number thing that you need to invest. First of all, we're not licensed invested. Like we're not. What's the disclaimer we need to give?
We're not investment professionals.
That's right.
Yeah. So like whatever we say, don't buy anything based on what we say.
That's right.
That would be stupid. It might not be stupid, and it was still stupid because it could have been stupid. Yeah, we're not investment professionals, but I'm just saying there's a lot of things that are going to happen probably really over the next few weeks and months that are going to affect the way that we use money and the way that we transfer value between each other on the planet. So like I said, Americans don't have a worldview particularly. And like when you think about the global economy, like now that's exactly what we're living in. You know what I'm saying? You can everybody here uses Amazon, and shit you're buying comes from China. How easy would it have been for you to order something from China 20 years ago? You know what I'm saying? So like this is a global economy we're living in. Cryptocurrency makes it a lot easier, or blockchain technology makes it a lot easier to transfer value between people in different areas of the world at very little cost. So we're about to see some big changes.
Yeah.
If you are invested in Bitcoin already, congrats to you. If you haven't, you can buy some, but buy at your own risk. This is at an all-time high. No one ever likes to buy at an all-time high. But if you think it'll go higher, listen, buy it. It's never a wrong time to enter if you think you'll make money.
So when you say high, what do you mean? Like, what's a high number? You know, for the average, huh?
What's higher? 1,000.
That's like to get started, or
no. I mean, you can buy like a bit of Bitcoin.
a bit of Bitcoin.
It's the single term is called one Satoshi, which is one.
Yeah, there you go.
100,000th of a Bitcoin. So like 6 decimals away from one. Just so you know, it was 0.00000.
Yeah, but this is the thing though.
Disrespectful. Telling you 6 decimal places away from one.
But check this out. I put $20 in the Bitcoin, and I'm already at 50.
$20.
And I'm already at 50.
50 whole dollars or 50?
Yeah. No, 50 whole. I put $20 in the Bitcoin. Actually, I didn't put no money in the Bitcoin. $20 of Bitcoin was given to me because Amir gifted me some Bitcoin through Coinbase, and I got gifted Bitcoin because I turned somebody else on to Coinbase, and because of that, I'm now at $50. So,
off of nothing. Here's the thing: like, it's not a magical money machine. Insert dollar here, pull out money here. No, it's all speculative. This is all speculation that's happening, and the increases are purely speculative, especially with Bitcoin, because it's not really being used for shit. That's the conversation.
You want me to tell you about the best virtual currency though?
Hold on, fellas.
The best virtual currency is the dollar, because I've never seen the government print so much money in my life.
That makes sense. Yeah.
So is it understood like there's a one-time payment of $1,400, and then they're going to add $300 to whatever you're getting in unemployment insurance?
Yes.
Because everyone gets different amount, but on top of what you're getting an additional $300.
How do we get the I'm sorry, did I miss
printing money? You talking about printing money.
Yeah, you're talking about
printing. Yeah. Okay.
I was lost too.
Come on, follow.
I'm sorry. No, because my thing is like, $1.9 trillion, and we I don't know where we are in this debt world. I think we're like now like 3.844 trillion something dollars in debt.
I still don't understand that.
Nah, bro, we way past that. It's like 20-something trillion.
Are we at 20 trillion already?
Yeah, our debt it's got to be like 24, 25 trillion. It's got to be. Because it was
Let me see. I'm about to tell you.
21 or 22, wasn't it?
We sound like a bunch of old men talking about their blood pressure medicine. Man, your blood pressure that high? Oh, my blood pressure high too.
Yeah, you're right, Amir. We are currently at $28 trillion in debt.
That's ridiculous.
So check it.
That's $84,000 per citizen.
They were saying there was more money printed in the last 2 stimulus packages than has been printed for like 100 years. Or something crazy like that.
Yeah, man.
And our revenue is only at $3 trillion.
Yeah, it's never gonna get paid. They're gonna come back and get their money though.
Yeah, you know what their name is, right?
In the form of
their name is China.
Yes. They're gonna be we're gonna lose our foothold on influencers in the world. I think it's inevitable if we keep going at this rate. And just like, everybody learned English for years, everybody's gonna be learning Mandarin for years too. And I mean, they're just set up to just be the new world superpower, especially when it comes to economics. I mean, that's just what it is, and we as Americans have to accept that.
Well,
it doesn't mean anything.
Some Mandarin.
Just
honestly, since I've been in California, the schools where I've worked in California, the private schools, all teach Mandarin, bro.
Yeah. But you know what's crazy is I'm sorry, because now I'm really into this. I'm at this USdebtclock.org.
Are we doing this?
I'm sorry. This is like fascinating.
Some other shit, man.
The U.S. total national assets is 158 trillion. So technically, we do have enough money to pay it. We just aren't paying. I guess that's the American way, right?
Yeah. Well, here's the thing too, right? Because you can get into aren't we considered assets?
Our social security number. We're technically a number, but
listen, I'm getting bored though. Let's do pick.
All right.
What's the next step?
But I didn't want to pass up something that Cherie. I just wanted to acknowledge. She's like, "Who is Snowden?" And then what my response to you would be is, he has a he has a YouTube. The really good thing you can do is watch
movie
Rogan. What's his name?
Joe Rogan's interview.
Joe Rogan interview is really good.
Yeah, it's really good.
He interviews Brett Snowden.
Yeah,
he interviews everybody, man.
Mm-hmm. Joe Rogan, before.
First of all, you do know that Joe Rogan is the most popular person. He has the highest podcast in the entire world.
Yeah, I didn't know people had access to Snowden to interview him.
He always has access.
Joe Rogan has access to everyone.
But I thought this dude is locked up. I mean, is under.
No, he's just in Russia chilling.
Yeah, he's hiding. You're not gonna know where he's at given the interview.
Yeah. Technically, he might not be in Russia either.
He knows how to
know where he is.
He's bouncing around his IP address. So he's smart. He ain't dumb.
There's a movie called Snowden.
Yeah, Snowden. I think it's on Netflix.
Yeah, it's a really good movie too. But it just highlights a lot of the things that were going on, and a lot of things he tried to whistleblow. And
I mean, some people see him as a hero. Some people see him as Lieber does.
As a traitor.
I mean, are we really doing this like this too?
No, we're not.
I thought it was clear what he did. I don't know, man.
I don't know.
How y'all not see what the fucking suit is? I'm confused.
Okay.
Everybody is.
Let's go to pick a side. Here's my pick a side: Snowden or
oh my god,
Snowden or Trump.
All right, you want to do these rules? You're like the rule. You're like the rule. Rule maker, the taskmaster.
Listen, this pick a side is all about exercising our ability to just have an opinion, stick with it, and be okay with that. And this is an exercise in just letting it go. Whatever that opinion is, we're going to own it. We're going to be free in our thinking and free in our decision to pick one of these sides. So what we're going to do is we're each going to introduce a topic. It's going to have two sides to it. We're going to have to pick a side, no explanation given. And that's confusing, dude. Okay. We have to pick
I had to do the right order. I was like,
we just got to let it go. Now, listen, here's the thing. We won't clarify our choices. We won't say anything about it. We're going to do our best because usually always one person.
I got a good one today.
After we pick our side, if you all would like for us to clarify, we are obligated to answer your questions, but we cannot clarify for each other or ask each other to clarify. So if anything that you want to hear more about, just let us know in the chat. We're always watching. All right.
All right. So for my first one,
we already have some topics in here, Cherie. Also, if you would like to include a pick a side topic, feel free to drop that in the chat as well. All right, go ahead, Derek.
All right. So my first one is Twinkies or ding dongs.
Who goes first? Me?
Yeah, dude. Ain't never changed or ain't changed in a month.
Yeah, man. Twinkies all day.
I'll go with Twinkies. I never had a ding dong.
She said. she was a lesbian. That's why she said it. Twinkies all day, man. Twinkies.
Yeah, right.
Watch this dude.
I'm gonna say Twinkies.
Oh.
I gotta have them frozen though. Frozen Twinkies.
Yeah, frozen Twinkies are another level.
Frozen Twinkies?
Yeah, with some strawberries, man.
Most of your desserts frozen, or most of your snacks frozen, are good. Snickers frozen is trash.
Yes.
Break your teeth.
Oh.
But yeah, man, Reese's Pieces, Buttercups frozen. Wow.
Oh, smash that up in some vanilla ice cream.
Yeah, man. That's some good eating right there.
All I hear is sugar, 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 sugar.
You don't do desserts?
I'll take that back. I'm lying. I'll take it back. I'm a cheesecake fiend. That's my
I mean, that dessert is the one that will kill you.
It's like the worst one.
That's why I only eat it maybe once every 3 months.
I mean, that's about as many calories as
one slice of cheese. Look, I've done the math. One slice of cheesecake is exactly 565 calories. Okay, you get about 64 grams of sugar, you get 34 grams of fat, and you get 74 grams of carbs. So
unless you get one of those ones from Cheesecake Factory. I saw one from Cheesecake Factory. It was like 900 calories.
Yeah, 900 calories. Yeah.
Yo, if you're really into desserts though, you should definitely
check out Miss Fanny's Sweet Shop.
Say something about that, Derek.
Yeah, check out Miss Fanny's Sweet Shop. It's not Miss Fanny Mae's, it's Miss Fanny's Sweet Shop. So it's got all the great fixings. The best thing out there is the pound cakes, of course. And so my favorite is anything chocolate. So she makes a great turtle chocolate pound cake and a mint chocolate pound cake. A Mexican hot chocolate pound cake. Those are. Oh, I also love the lemon. The lemon pound cakes are great too.
And the hand pies.
And the hand pies. Yeah, and the crust. Something about the crust.
It's the crust, man. That crust is. Listen, I tell Eric all the time. Listen, you could just make me a whole pot of the crust, just the crust. Out, man. That's so good, man.
And she does vegan. Now, vegan doesn't mean healthy. It just means it doesn't have animal products in it.
Thank you. I'm so glad you said that. I'm so glad you said that.
Wait, did she like
I'm vegan. I eat Doritos.
It ain't got no meat in it. You're right.
It ain't got nothing in it. That's like the Oreos.
French fries are the worst vegan food because damn, I definitely felt good about myself eating French fries.
I'm telling you.
Dude, I'm still vegan. I'm maintaining this. 30 pounds later.
There's actually a vegan burger spot out here in Oakland. Shout out to Malibu Burgers.
Nice.
Yeah, it's delicious.
What were you about to ask though, Lever?
Your wife made she was known for, was like a Jack Daniels.
No. It's a bourbon chocolate pecan pie.
Yo.
Look, Desmond said it. Look, she made Desmond Des one. We took it to him when he was at Howard University. He fell in love with that. Yeah.
Yeah, man. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah. That's how she got me. The chocolate pecan pie is how she got me.
Got him.
Listen, that I forget what kind it was that she made and gave us for Thanksgiving a couple years ago. And that blew my mind.
Was it the sweet potato pecan pie?
Nah, it wasn't that one. That was good too, though. Nah, it was another one. It was like I don't remember, man. It was like a marble looking. I don't know, man. It was.
I know. I think it was the Sakatumi.
The Sakatumi. I couldn't think of the name.
Sakatumi.
Right. That Sakatumi.
Yo, she also makes a fire. And I mean, this is like horribly. Like this is like death. A fired like chocolate banana pudding, but it has like cream cheese in it, pudding, whipped cream. I mean, it's amazing, but it is death in a bowl.
Yes.
Let's continue.
All right. Well, we still in the first one.
I'm gonna say to Ricky.
Ricky,
throughout college, post college, I used to eat a pint of ice cream a night.
God damn.
Every night?
Yeah,
I
me
can
too. That was
finish
me.
it. I can finish a pint of frozen ice cream. I can finish it in 7 minutes.
Wow.
Damn, bro.
Wow.
Yeah.
Listen, a pint is really not a lot to eat. It's so easy to smash a pint, but every night,
Every night? Yeah, bro.
like real milk, 100% whole milk,
I stopped eating ice cream.
Yeah.
do that, bro. Although
'Cause
very, and it's so interesting because Kadre says he has a pick a side, Borden's or Ben and Jerry's. Ben and Jerry's has vegan ice cream.
I'm gonna go with Bluebell, but
I've really had
I
Borden's.
never heard in Borden's.
Now, me, no, they made ice
Yeah.
cream.
I stopped eating vegan ice cream, man. Like I looked at the back one day, and that thing said like 120% sugar.
It's all sugar, man.
Get you some what is it? It's another brand. Theirs is very low sugar. Halo Top.
Halo Top, yeah, that's the name of it. Halo.
Okay.
Halo Top, it'll be like 300 calories the whole pint.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's not that bad.
Yeah.
Gelato. I fuck with gelato.
This dude. That's the 300 calories per spoon, man.
Shoot.
Nah, I don't think. Nah. Y'all bugging.
Bluebell as well.
Bluebell chocolate.
Bluebell, the best ice cream in the country.
All right, so should I do mine?
It's on you. Yeah, go ahead.
All right, I think we talked.
Conversation.
I don't know. This was brought up in the category before. I know where y'all stand, but I don't know if it was
Gap or
no.
I feel the gap, man. Boy, gap, feel appreciate it.
Y'all remember that? Okay.
Last week.
Some women have a gap in their teeth.
Here we go.
Appreciation
No,
of the gap.
No. So it was just as simple.
I said,
Love
maybe I feel gap, but not that one.
Oh boy. All right, so
Smile for me.
Stop.
Why don't you just smile?
Not too much.
Smile for me now.
Y'all ready?
Yeah, go for it. Go ahead.
All right. Loving basketball or Love Jones?
That's a good one. I would go with loving basketball.
Did you Bel-Ami?
Oh, my bad.
I was like,
I'm gonna say Love Jones.
loving basketball all day.
Ooh, yeah. Love Jones.
Oh, we got a tie.
Nice. It's on me?
Yeah, on you, Ricky.
Okay. This is a weird one. All right. So cow's milk or horse milk?
Nigga, is that a question?
Horse?
Cow's milk or horse milk? Which one?
Cow's milk.
Do horses make milk?
I see what you did there.
You see what I did there? You saw that?
Where's the spoon?
Oh man, y'all another level.
Horses gotta make milk. They're mammals.
That's the thing.
Every
Mammal makes milk. That's the reason why they're called
human
mammals.
is a mammal.
I mean, yes, but every mammal makes milk. That's why they're called mammals.
He is being Ricky right now.
He's
being Ricky right now.
I ain't never seen horse milk, so I'm gonna go with cow's milk.
Yeah, cow's milk. I don't even know where that's going.
That's like saying cow's milk or,
This show, bro, we just
or dog milk.
going back to stage.
Hold on, we got some.
Which one? Bel-Ami, what you got?
I said cow's milk. I went first.
I said cow's milk. I went second.
Yeah, I know why Ricky's asking. It
I
really
don't know what's on.
various purposes.
I'm gonna say horse milk.
Of course you are.
Yes.
Tell us why.
No,
I want to
we
know.
can't.
Oh,
we can't.
Can't.
can somebody please?
Someone asked.
Squirrel milk.
Oh,
Okay, go ahead.
all right.
Hold on. There are people that mentioned
Yeah, we
Kadre
get
talked
these.
about
Kadre says love
Jones.
music and the movie. Yeah, the music.
Mm-hmm.
Both soundtracks was dope.
What?
What about
Love and Basketball soundtrack was dope.
From what I remember.
If you could name 5 songs from there.
I mean, I just remember the music being all right.
Oh, it was the kick. Love and Basketball was all kickbacks.
Kickbacks. The thing is a kickback. Like
Throwbacks. There you go.
What?
Yeah.
You forgot throwback and said kickback?
I was thinking about that kickback that we did.
kickback.
He's just thinking about backs. That's all. Right off the back.
Right off the back.
Right off the back.
I think that's the name of the episode, guys.
What is Sheree? Is Sheree saying she loves?
She said,
loves,
I think
I
she
love
about I think you're thinking about the other movie.
that's like Brown Sugar.
Think about Brown Sugar.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, Brown Sugar. What y'all think about Brown Sugar?
Is that what Queen Latifah?
Amazing movie. But
Yeah.
I think it's because I think she's thinking about Brown Sugar because it's like they just rotated a few actors in all the movies. It's the same black actors and everything.
Pretty much.
If we go back to our, that 90s, it's all the same.
Morris Chestnut.
How to be
The brothers,
the
Wood, Wood,
Come on.
and Best Man.
Best Man. Yep.
It's the same.
But Best Man was dope. Best Man Holiday. Come on, y'all.
Best Man Holiday was cool.
Yeah,
I was better than Coming to America too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm,
It was.
I mean, I don't know why Mia had to die.
right.
I mean,
You sound hurt by that, brother.
I did.
did.
I don't know. I mean,
Yeah.
man.
Oh, you know what movie I was also just thinking about is what was that movie that she was she was in it and she was a stripper?
Oh, Players Club.
Players Club. Yeah,
I definitely remember that one.
Hilarious.
Don't make the money. You don't let the money make you make the money. Don't let the money make you.
Mm-hmm.
This is a good point because Ray said Love and Basketball had Lucy per Dance Tonight and Woman's Work.
That's right.
Mm.
That makes it an awesome soundtrack already.
but that's like you said, that was a
Love Jones had
nah. Come on, Sweetest Thing I Ever Known.
that
Deion Ferris, Hopeless.
Yeah.
Something remix. Cassandra Wilson's.
Who had Hopeless with a penny with a
that's
heart?
Love Jones.
Yeah.
They say I'm hopeless.
And what's dope about that one, they threw some jazz up in there, and they
That was
the poems.
good. Yeah,
that was a fraternity brother of mine. His brother wrote that song.
I always wanted to have that motorcycle that Lorenz Tate had.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
My ideal, and I'm still gonna get it one day.
You know what I like? I like when he made the fresh squeeze orange juice for her the next day.
That's what stuck out to you.
I mean, you talking about motorcycles, I'm saying, like, to me was like,
Somebody,
Somebody feedback.
yeah.
Is it me again?
Yep.
Seriously?
Let's see. I muted you, so I'm not echoing anymore.
I'm not echoing.
I'm not echoing. Yep.
Your mom
Check the
not-
stereo thing.
It's not. I've been deselected that when we came back on.
You're like, you know how much I pay for this microphone?
Right. All right, here we go. We just gonna try one more again.
Who turned to pick a side?
It's Bel-Ami.
Bel-Ami.
Okay.
All right. One soulmate or many soulmates?
Ooh.
I'm gonna go with Manny.
One.
I'll go with Minnie.
Many.
All by yourself.
Don't wanna be
Oh, for real.
all by.
We're want to hear from y'all in the chat too. What y'all think about that?
Yeah.
One.
What you do? Trying to clarify some shit over here.
All I'm trying to no, you know what? I ain't even. Let's keep it moving.
Yo,
Yeah,
shout
keep
out
it
to
moving,
Cherie, yo. Yo, shout out to Cherie, what she said about yo, that put me on to Cassandra Wilson, man. She's my favorite singer of all time. I love her. Everything about her.
Lost. Is that the song? If you're lost, you can
The Cyndi Lauper.
Right, the Cyndi Lauper joint. She redoes it. That thing from Mississippi.
Mm.
Yeah, I used to love me some Cyndi Lauper, man. In wrestling, WWF wrestling, when it was F, not E.
Yeah, that was
And Uncle Lou.
Uncle Lou. Guys, just wanna have fun. Oh, I'm the blues in your left thigh while being the funk in your right. Love Jones. I'm trying to tell you, man, y'all over here loving basketball. But Love Jones is a culture, man.
So was the 11 basketball. So was what was that movie about the when they went off to college? Oh, what's that darn movie? And it was like, man, this college is like Disney World. There's different colors everywhere. Oh, and it had Tyra Banks in it. Dang, what was that movie?
See, that's what I'm saying. You calling out greatness.
Most Tyra Banks movies are not good.
Yo, hold on. Please don't do that. Don't disrespect the queen, man.
Don't call her a queen.
Oh my God. Don't disrespect the queen, man. I went to school with Tyra, man.
And because of that, she's a queen?
No, I'm not saying that, but like I think it's very easy. I think it's very easy for, you know what I'm saying, people to hate on Tyra Banks.
I love Tyra.
And disrespecting the empire that she's created. I just don't know why all of a sudden we're all like saying negative stuff about Tyra Banks. That's weird.
No, I love Tyra Banks. Okay.
But so why are we can't call her a queen?
Higher learning. That's what it was.
Mm-hmm.
But she was also in Love and Basketball. That's what brought it up. That's what makes the connection, guys.
So why are we not calling her? Why can't we call her a queen again?
I call her say that. No. That was insensitive.
that was all. That just sounded like we just want to hate on Tyra. I was like, that's why.
How do y'all feel about that? Is everybody queen deserving of the title queen?
Is every black woman a queen, or are you saying is everybody, every woman?
It sounds like a good musical.
That sounds like also sounds like a good topic too, because like women like to throw their title, they're queen. Like I'm queen,
queen. All right, queen, you queen, king.
Yeah, king. You're like, what you doing? You queen?
Is everybody?
What if you call somebody prince or princess? Then it's derogatory. If I was like, "Oh, that's my princess."
Oh yeah, so you're trying to call me a little kid? I can't be a king.
Try her as queen in fashion, but not acting.
Yo, that just reminded me when she was on Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Yeah,
that acting was interesting.
But you know, it worked. It did well.
I mean, her best acting was on her modeling
her TV
show. Yeah.
Let's keep going.
Okay, keep it going.
All right. I mean, I had one and I lost it. So then this is what I had. This is the new one I have. Chloe or Halle?
Chloe. Who? Oh, you mean the twins?
Yeah.
They're definitely not twins.
You gotta Google. I gotta Google some shit, man.
You talking about the girls?
Halle's the slimmer one.
Yeah, which one is which? One has
one has thick, the other one has slim thick.
I go with thick.
You know which one it is.
I don't know.
Glad we're objectifying these women.
No, he said what is thick? One is slim thick. Just because on the whole idea of who you're supposed to like, you know what I mean? Because one overly exudes her thinness. The other one is in love and embracing her thickness. So I'm going to go with the one in which like society deems is not the one you should go with. And I'll go with thickness.
That up.
That's why? You're not making your own decision?
No explanation.
No explanation.
I mean, you explained it, but
because I don't know the name. I didn't know the name.
Oh, okay.
It's like I want to go with the one who, you know, no. Reset myself.
Oh, I do Chloe.
Chloe.
Chloe,
Yeah.
So which one is Chloe?
the more talented one. I'm just playing.
Which one is Chloe?
I mean, actually, they're both really
They're both
talented.
really talented, and their music is great too. Honestly,
How do you distinguish between the two of them if you weren't objectifying them?
No, one.
just describing them. One of them is a bit thicker. The other one is slimmer.
What
Also,
else
one
do you know
plays
about
plays
them?
the guitar, the other one plays the piano.
I
So
don't know.
which one plays the guitar?
Enough to know like
Hallie plays the guitar, Chloe plays the piano, and she makes these beats on her synthesizer deal.
Mhm.
But they are very both multi-talented individuals.
Yes.
and their music is crazy.
Yeah. And actually really great actors, because we don't use the word
Grownish.
actress anymore.
Yeah, they playing Grownish.
Yeah.
I've never watched Grownish.
Grownish is good.
I just started watching it with Malika because of
Okay.
pandemic.
It's good. It's really interesting to see that, like, I mean, I guess it's not really a spoiler, but like they go off to college and literally they just start drinking like day one, like 18-year-olds. Like they go to the bar. Nobody questions them for ID, nothing. It's just
You're saying this is in the show or just
a bar on campus in the show. They just go drinking.
Look what Kadre said.
It says
Olsen twins or the Murray twins. The Murray twins all day.
Definitely the Mari twins.
yeah,
The Olsen twins almost withered away.
yeah. Let's keep it moving.
All right, who's it on? Is it on me?
Nah, it's on DJ Elbow.
All right.
Yeah. All right. So back to, music and movies. D'Angelo's first album or D'Angelo's second album? So Brown Sugar or Voodoo?
I'm gonna go with Brown Sugar.
Yeah, same. Brown sugar.
Voodoo all day.
I went Bel-Ami, Voodoo, man.
Voodoo all day. All day. That was literally like the basis for my album. Like Voodoo. It needs to feel like Voodoo.
For this last one, the last one you dropped?
Yeah.
So
Would you, if someone asked you to do a How Does It Feel video, would you do that shit?
Yeah, in like a couple months. You give me some chance to get like
How does it feel ready?
I'll do it. I actually want to. I want to do a whole shirtless show, like a rapper.
You know what's funny? There was a documentary about D'Angelo that I saw at the Tribeca Film Festival, and it's called Devil's Pie, and it's shot by this Swedish film crew, and his whole thing was like, yo, that dude who did How Does It Feel? Like, that's not me. The idea of being a sex symbol, that's not me. You know what I mean? And
there was a big article too that Questlove did. I forget which publication it was for. It might have been Rolling Stone. This was like probably 10 years ago. Because I know it wasn't long after Amy Winehouse passed. And so I remember Questlove did an interview talking about that same idea that it just got so tiresome. And that's why he took that long hiatus. It was every night. It was like, how does it feel? Ladies were screaming and grabbing at him, and he became this sex icon.
Right.
Really, really, really. I mean, he's grew up Pentecostal in a church.
Right.
He's about the music, and he's like, yo, I'm playing some great music, and y'all just want me to have my shirt off.
Right.
So that became taxing. You know what I'm saying? I can see how that kind of made me understand, oh, women feel like this probably all the time.
Hey, preach. Preach.
Oh, that's dope.
And y'all ever got hit on by a dude and felt like this is what it feels like to be a woman?
Yeah, I actually have. It's really uncomfortable.
I used to work at Express, and
So
when it was,
I'll let you tell your story. Now I want to dive into this.
Bel-Ami was like, I was the model standing posing for the clothes.
here's the thing. It was when it was still Express and Structure. It wasn't all Express. it was
Structure.
a women's store. And so the assumption was this dude working in a women's store, he's clearly gay.
Obviously.
Or he's smart.
right.
Right. He's clearly gay.
I was the latter of the two. I was smart. It was fun, but I met some really cool people, one of which I'm still really close to this day. And just cool people, man. And I was the only guy. So it was nice to work around a bunch of women. It was cool, I must say.
That was me when I had my job at Victoria's Secrets.
No,
Wow.
you didn't.
Victoria's Secret?
No, you didn't. No, you didn't.
Yeah, I did.
You
You
worked
worked
at
at Victoria's Secret?
Nobody but
Yeah.
I worked in the dressing room.
It's okay.
You a damn lie.
You in the
I'm
dressing
No,
not-
room?
you did not.
I mean,
no.
not in it, but like outside, I would tell the people
No, he
how
was
many.
not.
He posted, he had a little slit in the wall. That's what he did. He worked the dressing room.
There's some drawers. Let me see them. Let me see them drawers. No, you got two.
Oh,
Man, this is going on.
All right, so I want
Okay.
to. I want to get back to this because like people were like, now you knew how it felt to be like a woman because it felt weird or
Mhm.
whatever, or you felt some kind of way. But my question to you is, did you feel some kind of way because it was a dude hitting on you? And if that's the case, then technically, I don't think that you were feeling like more like a woman. It just felt weird because it was somebody of the same sex hitting on you.
Mhm.
Whereas if it was a woman hitting on you, constantly hitting on you, then I think it would be more closer than feeling like a woman.
Got you. No,
That's
Hey, you know what?
that's all. I just wanted to.
No, I'm talking about dudes. When dudes on some predator shit, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
but it's still a dude. So if it was a woman on some predator shit, then because
I'm assuming
it's
the
more of
guy
a hetero situation.
I'm assuming the guy who might have hit. I'm bringing up a guy who hit on us as a guy that was somewhat aggressive in his hitting on you, and not like, yeah, I really think you have nice shoulders. Like, not that.
Yeah, but my thing is though, it's still like it's a guy
Yeah.
and not a woman. So like, because now what you're saying is this is what guys do, and so now you're also now making it more of like, if a guy hits on you, then it's sort of like a wrong thing. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. Whereas like, because you're saying like, have you ever had a guy hit on you, and then didn't that make you feel like how maybe a woman would feel? But technically, it would have been like, if a woman hits on you, like, I guess whatever this in a way a guy makes you feel. Because let's just flip it like this, right? Like change guy and make it a race thing, right? So it's more like, have you ever had like
pause. Let's pause.
Yo,
Yeah, this is about to go way left.
because
Derek on that shit.
my whole thing is like my whole point is this. This is my point. The guy hitting on you, I think the weirdness or whatever the variable in that is that he's a guy, not that he's hitting on you.
Well,
And so like you
check it out.
you can't make that comparison about like a guy hitting on a woman because technically it's not the same thing. Now, if it was a woman hitting on you in the same way that a guy would hit on a woman, then you can say more so like, oh, I might know how a woman feels. And then even then you still wouldn't know how a woman feels because it's a
Right.
woman.
Look, check this out though. Like, I think the one variable that makes everything, or two actually, the one thing that makes anything make you question, makes you feel weird is if a gay guy is hitting on you, obviously guy, and it makes you question yourself and be like, why does he think that I'm gay? You know what I mean? That's the most guys would think automatically. Like, why does he think that I'm gay? Am I doing something that, gives off a gaydar? You know what I mean? And then that's what your guys start checking themselves that way. You know what I mean?
So Ricky, it's funny you say that. I've been told from day one that I don't have any gaydar. Two, I'm clearly gay, and I give off like invitations to gay dudes to like, let's kick it and chill and be friends and whatever. And at some point, it's got to be just like, whatever. I don't care. You happen to be gay or you're not gay, or we can still go kick it. Like, I'm not really tripping. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Because I think, and I'll tell you what threw me off once. And it's so funny you brought this up. I was in New York I was living in Soho living in an NYU dorm, and there was this, or actually 2 instances, there was this music, and it sounded so effing good, and it was coming from the street, and I was like running over there, and I was like, oh, this is a gay parade, but this seems awesome, like this is amazing. And
She went to my bachelor party.
The second time, there was this DJ I really wanted to go see, Rich Medina, and he's performing with this group, Tortured Soul, when they go see them. And then at the bottom of the flyer is like, in celebration of, gay pride. And I'm like, am I not gonna go? Am I gonna go? And then once you start getting to that shit, you just gotta let it all go and say, I don't care. You saw me at the gay pride parade. Okay, whatever. You saw me. Like, that means that we have connections. We're people, because back in the day, there were no gay clubs. It was just a club that gay people happened to be, straight people happened to be. But because they were persecuted, they had to have their own club. So now it's weird. Like, well, it's a gay bar. You know what's going to go down. As opposed to like, Black community is just filled with all kinds of people. You know what I mean? So.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what I mean. So if it was a black club, right? And if it was a white person going and be like, oh, I'm just want to go to this club because it just happens to be a really dope club, are their white friends gonna be like, oh, you think you're you trying to be black or something? Or they just see it as like, oh no, I just enjoy the music, I enjoy the club. That's what I'm saying when I say, like, I think if you change the variable, then it really does have to be like, in order for you to feel like a woman, whatever that means, because again, can't. It has to be, I think, the same kind of scenario or variable.
That makes sense.
Anyway.
And I also think that, like, sorry, I know we're going off the real.
Yeah, I know.
But I think one thing that makes it interesting is like if it's an unattractive woman who's aggressively like trying to get at you, then that would make a guy feel.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Like, I'm not attracted to you at all.
No.
She's just like, what's your name? What's your number? Give
That's
it to
online
me.
dating, man. That's online dating. So,
White.
yo, can you put up Cherise? Can we just do an interlude with her? Pick a side.
Pick a side. A woman that pursues you, or you pursuing a woman?
I'm gonna go with a woman that pursues me.
Pursuing a woman.
I'll go with pursuing a woman.
I'll go with pursuing a woman.
All by yourself.
Yeah, Derek, what's up with you, man?
Yeah, I don't have to justify my answer.
She brought it up.
She did. She didn't ask for my. She didn't ask. She didn't.
I'm asking for you.
She didn't ask.
Drake said he's going with pursuing a woman.
Right.
Keep it moving, y'all. We still got a few more to get to.
You know what the problem is y'all still stuck in the 90s. See, I am a progressive man.
I thought you said you were free and hard. You ain't have to explain that.
Yeah, I think she's saying explain, but you know.
No,
she
she said brave Derek. Yeah.
Give you kudos. Is it my turn?
It's who asked that question and led us down this hole?
Man. I don't even know. That's why I'm lost. I'm like,
I think I asked the question, but
what was the question? I don't even remember what the side was.
I think I said, have you ever felt like being
have you ever been
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
All right. Rick,
go ahead,
right?
DJ Elbow.
Yeah. Dang,
I went.
Yeah.
D'Angelo.
I'm sorry. Yeah, you're right. Ricky, go ahead.
God, I had something good. God dang it. Okay, I just got to go. First thing popped in my head. Dr. Jekyll or Mr. Hyde. I don't know why that popped in my head just now.
Dr. Jekyll.
I'm gonna go with Dr. J.
No, I don't remember the difference or
why are you talking so much, bro?
Hyde. Mr. Hyde.
Definitely Dr. Jekyll.
Kadre says whenever he's pursuing a woman, it means he's ready to at least try being in a relationship with her. If not, I'm not pursuing her. I'm not serious about her. Okay. You know? Okay.
Mhm.
So we
Yeah.
said Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. It's on me now.
Yeah.
Mhm.
The ocean or the lake?
Ocean,
Ocean.
like Billy.
Definitely the ocean.
I say ocean as well.
Mm.
God, we're all together. Look at
Yeah, ain't nobody get landlocked in no lake.
Oh, lakes are fun, man.
Mhm.
But you know,
Not Michigan.
you're right. That's a
Lake Merritt out in Oakland
Right.
goes down.
where we at, man? Where we at right now? We're
Well, yeah.
hours.
Yeah.
Oh, is this politics as usual?
Yeah. After 2 hours.
It's gonna be a long.
It's okay, man.
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean, hey,
we'll-
yeah, it's daylight saving times, man. We all
That's
gonna lose
right.
an hour anyway. So,
All right.
yeah.
Here we go.
hey, let me hold on. I want to put on my little cool graphic. Politics as usual.
All right, you gotta do that one more time, bro.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Politics as usual.
Boom, dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun.
We're all off because.
Yeah, I know, right?
All right, you ready?
All right. Yeah.
Do you want to intro
Set
that?
it
Yeah,
up?
just show no. Just show that one more time. Right. And so shout out to the Black Bay area. They are a site out here in the Bay Area that really expresses thought, and they don't care what you might think of them, right? And so this one says, "Dear white and Asian people, stop going to the black churches to get vaccinated. Those sites are prioritizing black people." Oof, man. Okay, now if I can scroll, will this work? Oh, hold on. Okay, so now the next one says Pacific Islander, Latino, Indigenous, and Black Americans all have a COVID-19 death rate of double or more than that of white and Asian Americans, who experience the lowest age-adjusted rates. And then I'm gonna scroll to the next one. Oh, hold on.
I learned something today about the reason why.
Okay, so now we got a video here, and maybe I'll make it bigger.
That's what she said.
And this is a black church, and it's in the lower bottoms in Oakland,
where they would never go.
West
Right?
Oakland. That's where Huey P. Newton was killed back in the 80s. So
Wow.
yeah, man, a black community. So this is a person driving around showing the number of, like, the demographic of people that's in this really strong black neighborhood. And so the person's driving around, you know.
There's a lot of people lined up for the vaccine.
I've
Show is
one black face.
yeah, there's been like a couple. You don't even see them because they're like, they're not.
That's
you just
crazy.
can't see 'em. Wow.
Wow.
And if you know Oakland, Oakland is quite segregated, where you have West Oakland, East Oakland, and then predominantly white Oakland, like North Oakland, in the hills and
Why is it always north is where the predominantly white is? You say south something is always.
Yeah, so that's all I wanted to show. So if I go back to the clip, okay. So you were gonna say something, Derek, and then I should probably get to that point. Go ahead.
About this the reason why I learned that the reason why the death rates are high. So one thing is I learned that vitamin D3, vitamin C, and zinc are the vitamins that everyone should be taking to help with the COVID prevention. But the reason why the death rates are so high is because most people with dark skin have a vitamin D deficiency, because your body requires you to stay twice as long in the sun in order for you to absorb the sunlight that get the vitamin D.
That's
Or
Fact.
just get you some pills, bro. That's what.
Oh yeah, you can get the pills. Yes, but 9 times out of 10, like the direct sunlight vitamin D is the best vitamin D, and so therefore that's why you see a higher death rate and like sick rate
Because
with
we're inside now.
and yes, and that we're also inside, but we just like because our skin is darker, we don't absorb vitamin D as much from the sun. So.
Mm-hmm.
And vitamin D is actually a hormone, which is funny. It's a whole nother topic, though.
Yeah, we need to talk about this. Health.
Yeah.
But
Let's get into the vaccination.
I have a question because here's my and maybe you were about to touch on this. I'm sorry for jumping the gun, if so. But is this and one of those things like where should we align here? Like I understand. So is this vaccination site at a Black church because we're trying to target this community and get them vaccinated to combat the misinformation that's out there and just the negative ideas about healthcare and distrust? Or is this place at a Black church because that's the best place to have it in the community? And so should we embrace everybody because people just need the vaccine? Or is it we're just specifically targeting these people? And if so, they're not doing a good job of it, because if this is a Black neighborhood, like there should be some people there. They should know it's a vaccination site. And if so, I think that's even more telling about our relationship with the healthcare system here in America, that you can set this up right in our neighborhood and we good. We're going to pass this and go to Popeyes to get that new fish sandwich. You know what I'm saying? Like, so like what's more important here?
You know, it's funny. I'm glad you're bringing that up because initially, and Derek and I talked about this before, we're going to talk about voting, like HR, I think 351 out of Georgia, or 531 out of Georgia, and SB 241 out of Georgia. These state laws that are put in place in order to inhibit Black people. So in Georgia, people are going to the polls on Sunday. It's called Soul to the Polls. After church, we're going to go with a group and we're going to stand in line. Georgia's trying to get rid of that, where you can only vote one day on a Sunday out of the whole, voting period, right? And so it's funny. I went on, what's it called? American Idol. I was like, how do you vote on American Idol? You just, give them your email address. They want to make it very easy for you to vote. And you can actually vote for 10, vote 10 times for a particular person. So you can do it online. It's very easy. All you need is email address. But yet, when it comes to getting the vaccine, one, you have to follow under certain guidelines, like essential worker or et cetera, right? And then, not the vaccine. I'm sorry. The vaccine. You have to follow all these different guidelines, and but beyond that, they also are trying to make it like Biden's like, I want to make sure everyone can get it by the end of March or something, like May. Yeah.
May 1st.
So in May. So they put this out there in the Black community in order for Black people to have access to the vaccine. One, there are people who were not Black who are taking advantage of it because it is a site where you can get your shot. They might live in the Black community. They might be, healthcare workers or grocery store employers or first responders. We don't know, right? But what I do know, I know Black folk.
Okay.
And what do you know about Black folk?
My issue with my Black people, and I'm not saying every Black person.
Okay.
I'm talking about the ones who are like, Bobby Schmurder's out. Oh shit, my nigga. Oh my God. My nigga's out, son. One. You ain't gonna eat or buy or go or support something unless certain influencers are somehow saying it on Instagram or, there's a commercial about it. So you have to be marketed to. Your trust is based on what other people are telling you, right? With all due respect, there are folks who are still on some old like, Tuskegee experiment, You know what I'm saying, God? I'm not trying to have this up in my body. Like, there's that too.
Mm-hmm.
My thing is this.
Bill Gates.
If your ass ain't trying to get this vaccine in your own neighborhood, and you know how the government is, with all due respect, Black church is dead. We have to revive the Black church. But if your ass is going to start calling out people because they ain't Black and they're taking advantage of opportunities in your own neighborhood, why are you getting mad?
The question is, did that person go get the vaccine?
Who get the vaccine?
The person in the car who was taking the
the person doing the videos.
Doing the video.
And the dude, whoever posted, like, I'm sick and tired. Like, come on, man. You mean to tell me all we want to listen to is hip hop? We can't listen to some goddamn jazz music? Everything we eat has to be fried?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so you can't sell rosemary in the Black community? Like, the only place where we can meet as adults is where there's alcohol involved?
Mm-hmm.
So for me, I'm not with the bullshit of, well, if Puff Daddy ain't saying vaccine or die, I ain't getting the vaccine. Like, I feel like there's a way in which, like, we market and we're targeted.
Yeah.
And you think that as you grow older, you're like, oh, wait, I didn't hear about this. How did you know? And like, they communicate, they talk to each other. So you're mad at that. And if that's the case, you know what else is happening right under your noses that they're taking advantage of in your community and you're not. And then you get mad at them when they're doing stuff. And then when Black folks do it, it's like you're trying to be white. You're not acknowledging your culture. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just saying, like, yo, fam, don't get mad when someone who does not look like you takes advantages of the opportunities that you choose not to take advantage of. And we have to start thinking positively, like, let's serve. What can we do to survive? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not with. So I apologize, Cherie. I'm sure she works on this. I'm not hating on anybody who makes the vaccine or even the rollout. At some point, we have to start thinking for ourselves. And don't tell me, like, you have access to Twitter, you're gonna Bobby Schmurder's out, but you're not gonna go online to make sure that you can be alive in this pandemic.
That's good stuff.
Yeah, I'll tell you, at least on this end, I was trying to get the vaccine this weekend, and it was harder than getting a PlayStation 5. Like, I was like on CVS, like kept clicking, and then it glitched out, and then I had to go back, and I kept clicking, glitched out.
And I'm glad you mentioned that, because as Cherie was saying, the only way, and I got my second shot. I'm very fortunate. I've been a teacher for 18 years, right? And so, like, they're not doing the screening process where you have to live in this neighborhood, and they're not putting flyers all over the neighborhood, and they're not bringing in the influencers that we could listen to in order for us to possibly get the vaccine. That rollout is not happening. So don't get mad when this dude is like, it's in the book.
Yeah. But let me ask this question. Because I think this is also just leeway to a deeper issue with health in the Black community. Like, what is it? You know, why do we struggle with wanting to not necessarily stay healthy, but like do the right things when it comes to our health, like going to the doctor and that kind of stuff?
You want to talk about that now?
Yeah.
My direct, in this case, I would say professional, like, opinion is that we haven't been taught to care about ourselves. You know, we've been taught to be distracted and go with what everybody else deem as important and what's cool. That was a video I did a long time ago. I actually took it down because it was somewhat controversial and funny at the same time, where a group of Black guys get together, and every time one Black guy in a group do something that's positive or healthy, then all the other Black guys talk about them. It was like, yo, like, for instance, if let's say 5 Black guys together and it's raining outside, and one Black dude have an umbrella, And all the black dudes like, nigga, you got an umbrella? That's stupid. You got an umbrella? Like, nigga, it's raining outside. I'm supposed to, you know what I mean? But I mean, it's funny, but it's one of those things where, like, as soon as we say something that's actually right, and it you know, it actually protects us, you know, and we're supposed to be healthy, help us live, then it's like that's not popular. So you don't look right, you don't look cool. So it's like, hey man, go take your shot just to make sure. Man, I ain't doing that. You can do the stupid man. Now, come on, man. You know what I mean? So we haven't been taught to take care of ourselves. That's number one. You know, you haven't been taught that, hey man, when you have a headache for too long, all right, 9 times out of 10, you have some type of blood pressure issues, your insulin is going up, something else is going on. You know what I mean? Hey man, if you wake up every morning and the left side of your body is numb, obviously you got poor circulation and something is going wrong. You know what I mean? But all these obvious signs and things that, you know, we take for granted, we take, oh, it's just nothing, I'll walk it off, or I'm not going to the doctor because it makes me look weak. We just been trained to look at those things as, if you point out the fact that you need help, it makes you look weak. Okay, and that's the problem.
You look you look real weak when you're not here.
Thank you. You look dumb when you're not here because you're laying in the casket. You know what I mean? And this is
within your control.
Thank you. And it's the same thing. Like even when, you know, we talk about the supplements and I Am Vital, and I tell guys a lot, like, look, when you take this supplement, man, it's not that fix it all. It's not fixing everything. Okay, it helps you when your body's healthy and functioning. So now I got to tell guys straight up. I'm like, man, look, this is not Viagra. You know, and what most guys don't realize is that what Viagra technically does, it actually cuts off one of your ventricles from your heart. Okay, it closes it off enough so it can pump more blood into another artery to get to your penis. Okay.
Are you serious?
Whoa.
Yeah, that's exactly what it does. You know what I mean? So it has to, because
they don't tell you that.
No, they don't tell you that. So you wonder why dudes be dying with a hard dick. Like
that should be the commercial. We cut off circulation from one of your
yeah. And it's crazy because, like I said, it's one of those things where I need to look cool instead of feel healthy and feel good. Yeah. You know.
Yo, Des makes a good point too. He said lack of trust and scared of finding something wrong. And I think that's the thing, is like, you know, this idea of like, if I don't know, then I'm good. I mean, I think we have to get out of that mindset too, where it's like, you know, you like, I always tell all my friends that like, you should at least be getting like an annual checkup, at least go to the doctor once a year. At least go to the physical doctor and a mental doctor. Like, you know, you need to be talking to a shrink, right? So it's like, because like, that's what's going to help you. That's what's going to take care of you. And if there is something wrong, then at least you're able to find it and catch it in time, hopefully, right? Because like a year in terms of body time is not that long. But if you wait 5, 6, like my dad, for example, he didn't go to the doctor until he got married. And when he went, like he had 98% heart blockage. And the doctor was like, I have no idea how you're even standing here. And then they found out the reason why he was standing there is because his favorite night libation is Jack Daniels. And he would always have a glass of Jack Daniels every night. And they kept his blood thin enough to keep going through his arteries.
Wow.
Whoa. That's heavy, bro.
Yeah.
That's heavy, bro.
I always wonder about it too.
So
yes.
Here's the thing. Because that leads me to another question. I'm sorry to keep.
That's all good.
Because I remember there was an interview with John Mayer, and he was talking about how he dropped out of Berkeley. And they were like, you know, do you think that was a good decision? He was like, no, it's the worst decision I made. But because I'm successful, a lot of people are going to think that that's a good decision to make. You know what I'm saying? So thinking about your dad, you know, he was probably going to go on. He's like one of those old people who's like, what's the key to life? I smoke a pack of cigarettes a day.
Yeah.
No, that's not it. You just made it through that. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's part of the misinformation that we ultimately end up getting that circulates through our community. We have somebody like that. Your dad will probably say, shoot, if I wasn't drinking this Jack Daniels, I'd be dead.
Yeah. And that's, I mean, and who knows what else that was bringing him, right? And it's like, but I mean, the crazy thing is, but once he went to the doctor, Now it's like, okay, he realizes some things were wrong, and so now like he's on it. And it's like, had you have went, I don't know, 10, 20 years ago before, then like you could have been like, you didn't have to play catch up. Now it's all about like, not necessarily prevention. Now it's all about
rehab.
Yeah. And so it's like he's trying to get back as opposed to like, doing preventative stuff.
Cherie brought up a really good point too. And it goes along with one thing could be serving. Well, one thing is meant to be for something else, but it's actually fixing something else. Yes, she's 100% right. And by the way, I'm not a doctor. I just talk to a lot of doctors who tell me this stuff. Yes, Viagra was intended for somebody with a cardiovascular issue to help with the breathing and circulation. But then, so somebody discovered, hey, it makes my penis hard. and that became the selling point, which makes that whole topic like so much more frustrating, because the pharmaceutical company looking at that like, hey, this is a moneymaker.
Yeah, hold on. If
Botox was the same way. When Botox was similar.
Hold on. Are you
see me?
Yo, hold on. If one of the side effects was a hard joint for a minute for the vaccine,
that people be lined up. To be honest, let's be real.
Like, I need the vaccine.
What could they? How could you market the black scene? The black scene.
The black scene. That's the name of the podcast.
The black scene.
The black
Don't
scene.
forget that. Don't forget
I'm writing it down right now.
I'm trying to say, how could you market the vaccine to black people in order for them? Like, I was gonna like show up at the church, be like, "Yo, fam, I'll DJ in here to get them out." You know what I mean? Vaccine a potato salad. I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, what could we do, knowing us, to make it feel authentic, to get people? I mean, they came up with sold to the polls. You know what I mean? Go to church and then we go get, we go vote. What can we do to get people to take the vaccine?
I don't know, but
I think more black people
it definitely requires like intentional marketing.
Yeah.
Because of that relationship that is awful.
I mean, I'll say this too, though. I think it just takes more people getting it. So like, I really decided to get it. Yeah, like I really decided to get it because I was very hesitant at first when like it was presented to me back in I went to the doctor in January, and my doctor was like, are you gonna get the vaccine? I was like, I don't know. And so she was like, I got it. And I was like, okay. And you're also Indian. So I was like, you don't look like me. Right. And so, but then I started thinking about it. And then I had a friend of mine who lost both his parents to COVID. And he was like, I'm getting this vaccine. And then like talking to like Bel-Ami, he's like, yo, I'm getting this vaccine. And then like talking to you did it. And then like I had other people. I'm just like, yo, at this point, it's like, why wouldn't I not get it? I was like, I know I had COVID before and I hated how that felt. I felt like I was dying every day. I don't want to feel that way. I would much rather feel like I have the opportunity to live. And so it's like, after I sat with it, I'm like, yo, I want this, if not just for me, but for like all the people that I'm around and I want to be around. So
this is very much in line with what you said. Trusted people talking facts can help with trust.
Yes.
So that, and then just like you said, man, that experience of, knowing people who've gotten it. If everybody in your circle got it and you like, okay, I trust these people.
And my thing is,
if everybody in your circle got it, they can pass it to you.
That's like everybody like, yo, nigga, you gonna watch the Masters this weekend? You gonna watch the Masters? Yeah. Nah, you.
The other thing is, my other thing is, like, if there's something wrong with the vaccine and all my people got it, then why would I want to be around if they ain't around? So I'm just like, I might as well take it. So, I mean, that's a dark way of looking at it, but like,
but it's also connected to voting, right? Because I think with voting, we tend to want instant gratification, right? Cats don't vote because they feel like their lot is not going to change in the next 4 years, and 4 years is too long. I need someone to help me now. right? And so, and then other folks who are cognizant and aware of how voting works, or they might have money invested in this politician and they know that this particular bill is going to come up and it's going to support them financially for a significant perpetuity.
Perpetuity.
Yo, I'm sorry, man.
You know what's funny? You talked about Derek earlier, indeed. That's what happened.
I
That's
know,
right?
right?
That's what happens.
It's really interesting though, because damn it, I just slipped my mind that quick.
Yep. You talked about me too earlier.
Purple flowers.
It's okay. We've been going for 2 hours. I understand.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yo, did you everybody should check out this Dr. Virginia Kane. I'll check her out too. I mean, I know you already put it up once, but I just want to make sure the people who are listening or who are watching knows. That'd be good.
And then who's W. Kamau Bell interviewed a number of Black doctors, is on his Instagram. It's actually really cool. If you get a chance, you should check it out. I'll put it up on our page. But yeah.
Oh, that's what I was about to say. That's what I was about to say. And Kadre says he's looking to get the vaccine, though he's not too crazy about it. Just don't want any negative side effects. A small sacrifice in order to protect myself. Here's the important part: my family and others. And I think that the part of the reason why what you mentioned about voting, it's not gonna change anything in my life. Just don't. We're so separated. Like, we don't have a mindset of the collective, the greater good, and our belief in that is so damaged because of the times. Think of the time, like, just watch the movie, the Black Panther movie, or not the Black, with the
Judas and the Black Messiah.
Yeah, just that movie. And think about the things that happened to Martin Luther King, right? When we do decide to come together, no one wants to be that person to take that bullet. And so, like, it's like, hey, if it's not helping me, whatever. You know what I'm saying? There is no collective unifying thread that makes us say, I'm gonna go to the polls. My grandmother's 99. She voted. How much is gonna happen in a few years? You know what I'm saying? Like, she's still voting, but she's not voting for herself. She's voting for, future generations.
The legacy.
Yeah. We just don't have.
We need to see that. Like, I think that's the thing. We don't have the vision to see beyond ourselves.
But even beyond that, I think it's our experience has created an environment where you don't want to you don't want to birth kids into slavery. You know what I'm saying? What for? What am I going to leave you here for? What am I going to bring you into this world for? And when you don't see, when you don't know your history, when you don't know what you're tied to, and you're still living in poor conditions, like, you don't want to bring people into that. You don't want to participate in the system that maintains this. And so that's what you assume when you think about voting. Oh, I ain't voting for them. This is what they do. Vote for politicians. Politicians keep us in this, and it's like this deadly cycle, man. That until we get a collective mindset, that it's never gonna work. But I do think it's really important that we are intentionally marketed towards. And yes, it's okay for us to be marketed towards if that's the only way to get us to respond, if that's the best way to get us to respond. It's just, we got to accept this is where we are as a culture. And there might McDonald's has hip hop stuff they market towards us. They put the clips wrote ba. Did you know that?
Yep.
No. Are you kidding?
Yeah.
And we got the meats.
And we have the meats. Yes, they did.
So are you saying, like, if you could go vote in Wendy's, the liquor store, bodegas, or if you can get the vaccine in Wendy's, liquor stores, and the bodegas, you know what I'm saying? You're telling me that
from Poppy, who charges me a different price every time I get my salad, because
but I mean, I think the thing is, what we want, and the crazy thing is, you're right, Bel-Ami, in that, like, what we want is to be catered to, and now that we're being catered to, we don't want it because it's not what we want. And the thing is, like, this is all we talked about when it was like Trump and Biden. It was like, what's Biden gonna do for the Black people? What's his Black agenda? What's his Black plan, right? And so, like, now all of a sudden, like, now there is a Black agenda and a Black plan when it comes to, like, wanting to save Black lives. Because this woman said it best. She's like, I see two Black men wearing masks. this is dope because Black lives has to matter. Like, this is Black Lives Matter, right? And so it's like, now you have people who are willing to say, okay, we're catering to you, or not necessarily catering to you, but we're coming to you. We're putting this on your agenda, but you don't even want it.
So how much of it is also like, the mentality when Barack Obama was running for office and he needed volunteers, all this stuff. How many Black folks were like, let's see what this nigga's going to do? You know what I'm saying? Like, oh no, you know what I mean?
We've been taught not to trust each other.
Indeed,
Yes,
indeed.
Somebody up that high, it's like, how you work?
Right.
It's this, and I find it really interesting, and that it's not talked about as much as, like, if you believe in science and you believe in evolution, certain behaviors are learned, and then you're more susceptible to certain behaviors, and you're just something changes throughout time in your DNA structure that just now makes dogs more easily trainable. You know what I'm saying? So, like, it makes the house cat a house cat, domesticated, and not trying to scratch your face off every 5 seconds.
Exactly.
Like, you can't ignore that type of thing in humans. And like, over years and years, we're taught not to trust each other. Like, that stuff is gonna take a long time to fix.
Thank you. You said something that was perfect, which is like training. Talking about training animals, and only time something becomes like dominant is when it's training and it becomes a new habit. The only reason that I think that most people are so skeptical about everything is number one, they don't know who they are. In this new world of everything is open, and now we don't even know what's history and then what's present and how to apply it now. So we're still in this coming out phase. I always look at it like the Wiz, when everybody finally get to unmask and take that costume off, and then now you got all these Black people who are finally dancing and being free, but we still don't understand what true freedom is, which is what we're doing right now. It's like being able to be free. We don't get it. It's an unfamiliar place. Like I said, if you have a dog, you keep on a chain for so long, and then all of a sudden you let him go, he like, what the hell do I do? I've been in this place for so long. You know what I mean? Then you got,
the circus elephant story.
Yeah, that. You know what I mean? It's the same thing.
Same thing with and this brings back a whole nother story from my former life as a teacher that I'm now retired from. But we were doing a PD, the professional development, at the top of the school year before kids came, and they played a video, and we work and cater to mostly minority students, and this whole network did, and so it's horrible that they played this, but still very telling and true. So, about the fleas in a jar. Are you familiar with this experiment? So if you take fleas, fleas can jump like hundreds, thousands of times their body. Their body length and height, they can jump like they're the best jumpers on earth relative to their size. So, but if you take fleas and put them in a jar, screw the top on, and leave it there, they will only jump. They'll jump and keep banging their heads up against the top. And then if you unscrew that after, I don't know, a few days or so, those fleas will not jump out. They will only jump as high as that top was on. And then when they have offspring, their offspring will only evolve to jump that high as well. And so they were using this. It was just a horrible way to analogize Black kids, but still very telling in like what the underlying message is to that, which is that training, right? You train people so long, it becomes a part of their
DNA.
Yeah, and they pass that down because they're teaching, hey, listen, don't jump past this because you're gonna hit your head. And we limit each other in these beliefs, part of the lies that we tell each other.
Yeah. And let me tell you what that looks like. Literally, I was having this conversation with my mom. And what it looks like is this: is like when you say things like, a child needs to stay in a child's place, and kids only need to speak when spoken to, or you don't talk when there's adults in the building, or like these are the things. Like, this is how I was raised, right? And like, you put those limitations on me, and because of that, when I'm an adult, I still feel those things. I still those things are still in me. So like when I'm in a room and I'm in a boardroom, then I begin to question myself like, oh, is this my place? Am I in the right place to be able to talk? And a lot of times, like we'll make fun of the white parent who lets their kid run wild in the grocery store and look at them like, you ain't gonna do anything. You ain't gonna put your hands on them. You ain't gonna do it. But the thing is, though, it's like that kid understands what freedom is and that he's able to do whatever he wants to do so that when he grows up, he knows that he can do whatever he wants to do. And a lot of times, like, and honestly, like that's how they, when we were enslaved, like that's how it worked. Like it was passed on from the parent to the child to say like, this is your place and this is what you're made to do. And because of that, it took a lot of the work away from the slave master. They didn't have to do it because it was already being done by the parent. And then that just gets passed on from generation to generation. And now here we are 400 years later, and we're still doing it, and no one wants to break the habit.
It's something you said too is interesting. I recently watched a conversation we were having, me and some of my other friends in our group chat was all the British actors who have these roles. Snowfall, Damson Idris is British. So you think about John Boyega from the Star Wars stuff. You think about Daniel Kaluuya, and what's my other guy? Idris Elba. And then my other guy from All American, who's also British.
Are you serious? The football player?
Yeah.
The main guy?
The main guy, he's British.
I did not know that.
Exactly.
But the same thing goes for authors. They're looking for a lot of African or British authors, not necessarily African American.
The point I'm trying to make though is that I was watching a DJ Vlad interview with Wood Harris, and Wood Harris was saying, these actors, they deserve the roles because they're oftentimes better than us. And the reason they're better is because we have to unlearn this feeling of inferiority that we have that comes with our existence here. And before we can freely act out someone else's existence. And so that in a way is a hindrance, whereas a lot of those actors still suffer a lot of the same discrimination, but it's not nearly the same as the Black American experience. And so, them having to unlearn those things and always have to remove themselves from that space first in order to even engage in some of these more, just in any other, just to embrace any other experience, you know what I'm saying? And that's something that they always have to be aware of.
Yeah.
Well, aren't our images always promoted to them anyway? Where if I need to play the role of a Black American, it's quite easy because with all the movies that I've seen, I can portray that. But if you ask me to try and play a British cat, I don't know that many films that market and promote British culture or Black British culture. I mean, Small Axe was a great series on Amazon. That's the first time I really saw Black British culture in multiple films. But yeah.
Cherie says she often thinks about those Black Americans versus Blacks born outside of the U.S. Yeah. Just geographically, they're closer to their history.
Oh God.
You know what I'm saying? And I think because as well, your neighbors, your neighbors are completely different cultures. So your idea of the world extends beyond your borders more than likely. Whereas here, we just over here being American.
But they do
vacation.
But they do look at what we accomplish in terms of the civil rights movement, Black Power struggle. They still have a connection to what we were doing, and to know that Malcolm X was trying to make it a global movement, and you saw what happened to him, right? So it's not as if there weren't intentions on trying to make connections. It's just they try to impede on our progress. Because I know that when I'm in Canada, right, I'm like, wow, a lot of the Black Canadians are connected to their Caribbean roots, You know what I'm saying? And that's definitely stronger than I'm like, I can't get no mac and cheese around here. And they're like, I got rice and peas, right? So I look crazy going to Canada trying to get Black culture when I realized like, oh, it's the culture from the country that you came from before you came to Canada or before your ancestors came to Canada. So yeah,
We don't have that.
No, I can't trace beyond my grandmother.
Wow.
Yeah.
You know, I was going to ask each of y'all
A couple greats for us, a few greats actually. My mom did some genealogy, but yeah, I mean, we're always going to reach a point where it's like, oh, that's it.
Mm-hmm.
Meanwhile, the monarchy can go all the way back.
You know, Mom. So it's funny. My wife, she came in. She met my dad for the first time. She's asked about Mother Dear, which is my grandmother, and she was like, "Hey, she looks pretty light skinned." And I was like, "Nah, that's Mother Dear. She Black." And I was like, "I don't know. She look kind of, And so I'm like, "Yo, chill. What you talking about? It's Mother Dear. Leave her alone." So she goes to my dad like, "So Mother Dear, she's pretty fair skinned, huh?" And my
Fair
dad,
skin.
fair skin, light skin, however you want to phrase it, right? And so my dad was like, "You ever heard of miscegenation?" And I'm like, "The hell is happening here?" And I never knew. Like my grandmother's mother, so my great grandmother was raped by this white dude. So raped by him, and then it was in Florida. He raped her. She was married at the time to a Black man. And then the dude stayed in the neighborhood and would just give her money, you know what I'm saying, every so often.
Wow.
You know what I mean? And so, yeah, it's crazy that
That's wild.
like that was just the thing. And like she didn't leave and move away. He was like this great man in the neighborhood who happened to, have a child with this Black woman.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Shit.
Got somber.
Yeah. All right, we got deep, and everybody
hold
got
on.
silent in the chat.
This is what we're gonna do. This is what we're gonna do. What I've been wanting to ask y'all is when was the jar screwed on for you?
Let's talk.
That's another topic.
Let's talk to Dre first about that. Dre, are you ready? You ready to pop in here, bro? You got your headphones? Give me. Okay, there you go. You're popping. All right, Dre, here you go.
What up?
What's up, Dre?
What up?
What's up, gentlemen?
How you doing, Dre?
Sure, it's all good. Hey, so we're still on the topic about politics and everything, right?
Yeah.
So
we're on the topic about when did the jar get screwed on for you?
When did the jar get screwed on for me?
Yeah.
And not saying that it's still screwed on, like, and then you're like, all right, I gotta fight this.
I would say just some of the things that some of my parents may have said, you like the jar could be screwed on with with certain statements like, oh yeah, you better keep that job. You better keep that job because you don't this whole thing about the music and all of that. Yeah, I mean that's cool and everything. You can do that for a hobby, but you got to have job security.
Fall back on, right?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah,
that goes in line with the whole. We don't get a chance to fail.
Yeah,
and if we do, it's one.
Yeah. And the thing is, but we also don't have the backing to fail.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I mean. Why we don't get a chance?
Yeah.
Because
now over time, I grew to kind of reconcile like what they were actually trying to tell me as far as like, because of course, like pursuing your dreams, it could be a financial risk, and you do need to have something there to to at least financially support you until that dream can financially support you.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, but if you're extreme in your thinking, then that could be the proverbial jar, the proverbial top on the jar.
Yeah.
If you don't know how to use it.
So
Yeah.
I want to ask you something, Kadre, because you mentioned, you need something to fall back, not to fall back on, but to support you until you can do that. And I think I'm gonna push back a little bit because I think that assumes that everybody is that assumes that everybody desires the same level of comfort. You know what I'm saying? Or that same level of, oh man, I can't end up like this. For some people, that end up like this is much deeper. You know what I'm saying? Like for
Yeah.
some people, that end up like this is, homeless and destitute.
Yeah.
But for others, end up like this is, I don't have no savings. And so the degree to which you're gonna, balance those two is different. But I think,
Yeah.
when people tell you that, it's kind of a way of them imposing their will kind of on your dreams.
It could be. Yeah. It could be.
I think that's a top two. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's a jar.
Yeah.
To the jar.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Definitely. Yeah.
But
But
you
let's see,
wanted
but
to say something else about politics, right?
about politics.
Yeah.
So yeah. Just going back to especially like to what we've been experiencing within the past 4 years and everything. Um, I've seen many people make statements online, especially on Facebook and Twitter University. You know, basically trying to make their points about why we shouldn't vote valid. And so sometimes I would respond back, and then sometimes I would just be like, in the back of my mind, I'm like, these people, whoever making these crazy statements, are, they obviously really don't know what really goes, how their vote could actually impact, what's going on with the politics. So yeah, so I encourage people to go out and vote because, especially like the example for what we went through, between 2016 and
Yeah.
2020, like it was crazy, and then and then to actually start voting on a local level,
Yeah.
not don't just wait until um, don't just wait until the presidential year.
But I think also that comes with communication and marketing as well.
Yeah,
And we'll get to that too. But
yeah,
Kadre, man, thanks for popping in as always, brother.
yes,
See you
sir.
backstage. And we have another special guest. Oh, where'd she go?
Oh no, I was just told her to hold on.
Come back, wherever you are. Yeah, Kristen says it's such an interesting topic or such an interesting history because it happened so much and not many know what's part of the history. Where were you referring to, Kristen? And Cherie, come back. We tried to just click you on. Look like maybe your phone died or something. I don't know what's going on. But yeah, man. I mean, that's one of those things. There's so many ways to try to suppress our vote. There's not enough energy put into trying to get our vote or it effectively. You rock the vote. Here, Puffy, vote or die. You know what I'm saying? But like,
Or I give you $1,000.
right.
She said the link. She said something about the link.
Oh, okay. Oh, Kristen was talking about your ancestry, Elbow Greasy. That's
Yeah,
true.
that's
And a lot of people don't recognize that happens. Wherever you are right now, let me just remind you, make sure you follow, like, subscribe. We've only said this once in almost 3 hours.
Yo, this is a marathon today, y'all.
In the next, we got to be out of here in 20 minutes. But before we do, if you click that link in that just popped up in your chat, however you're viewing this, you can pop backstage just like Kadre did, and how I'm sure Cherie is about to in just a second. We'll get her on here. But yeah, like she says, that's an interesting ancestry you got there, brother.
All right. So before we head out real quick, I want to make sure, because I know we are hitting the late hours. We're like wanting to see if we can beat daylight saving time. But I want to give Ricky the floor because he's gonna have to head out. And so Ricky, you got any last words? I know you won't be the closer today, but I definitely want to make sure that you say your piece.
Awesome. Yeah, man. We had said a lot, like always, and the only thing that keeps sticking out to me is it's like being able to change with the times. You know what I mean? Like we have enough information nowadays to make a better make better decisions, to get the help that we need. You know what I mean? If you see there's an area in your life where you know you're struggling in, whether it's your health and you whether it's understanding what the voting thing is, understanding your vaccinations, like ask the right questions to get the right answers. You know what I mean? And once you get the right answers, you have to pick and choose and decide what's more important, your opinion or your life. You know what I mean? That's what really, really matters. I'm just like, I'm hearing all this stuff. And that's why I was really quiet today. I was digesting a lot of stuff everybody was saying, because I even have my own conflicts with, the vaccine and understanding different things like that. But it's like, the more you hear it, it's like, you hear you guys talk about it, it's like, okay, some things make sense, and if we want to evolve, I can sit back and have all my opinions, but the only way to evolve is to unveil, you know what I'm saying? Unveil like how you feel, unveil your feelings, and then make a decision to decide, look, do I want to stick in my opinions and my feelings, or do I want to actually live and be better? So I would just encourage any and everybody, take the time to decide, look, you can stay in your one place, but life is moving. Time doesn't stop, and you're either going to go with the times or you're just going to be stuck in your place and you're going to end up dying in your place by yourself.
And
Deep, man.
Flow, you get run over.
Yeah.
Before you get out though, I want to bring Cherie in here because I'm sure she'll have some stuff and that you and her will probably align on a lot more, or be able to discuss in a lot more depth than anybody else on here. Cherie, give me a thumbs up. Okay, here we go. Cherie, welcome.
Hey, gentlemen, how are you all tonight?
Amazing.
Good. How about you?
Good. I just want to say one thing first and foremost. I really
talk. Your braid is popping.
Thank you.
Your braid is popping and well moisturized.
That's the goal. Thank you. Okay. So a compliment right back at all of you. I really enjoy the discussions. I mean, a lot of times they're off the reservation and they're like what? But a lot of really good content, a lot of good thought-provoking content, and I enjoy your perspectives.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, sure.
Did you have anything to offer about the vaccination? I guess the vaccination marketing, or how we get it to Black folks?
The vaccination.
Well, so being where I work, I can't comment too much on the vaccination, on the vaccine and all that. I mean, I just, in general, I had some comments around how, how people understand the mistrust between, the communities of color and the medical field, and we're really thinking of ways to bridge that gap. Bel-Ami, you may have seen some of the posts that I have posted in terms of having the vaccine and just saying, just a very little bit, but people need to see that people that they can trust are taking the vaccine, are not falling over from weird side effects or whatever. They need to have information, people coming to talk to them and give real talk. So I brought up Dr. Virginia Kane because a Saturday in February, a group called the Empowerment Network is a group of it's a support group for Black people that have survived prostate cancer, right? And so, they asked, some fighter folks to come. We as scientists, we really couldn't say anything. We can't say anything because, we're not qualified to speak about all of that. But what we were able to do is to connect with someone who is, she had lots of hats, but she's like part of the infectious diseases. She was on the panel that helped decide about distribution in Indiana. Her name was Dr. Virginia Kane. And it was just really fascinating to watch her just flow with all these hardcore facts in a way where all of these gentlemen and the ladies that were tuned in could really understand and make informed decisions. Because if given the information, I believe we will make good informed decisions. So we need to have people that we trust, right?
Yeah.
We need to see more Black scientists, more Black physicians that we trust. Because if we don't trust non-Black people, we have a higher level of trust for professionals that look like us, I think.
Yeah.
Thank you for that perspective.
Yeah, definitely appreciate it. And thank you for coming in. You're
Right.
our second woman guest.
Oh, this is the first on this one. Yes.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Cherie. And we're gonna see you backstage, and we're gonna wrap this thing up. Thank you so much.
Yes.
So I just want to comment, like what Ree's saying. Like, I was blessed enough to go to high school with someone who's actually a public health expert and was picked by Joe Biden to be on this, COVID board, right? And so once she got involved, I was like, all right, I'm not sure about this vaccine. Like, she's from the neighborhood, you know what I mean? And so I don't know if anyone else has had that opportunity, because not everyone knows, Lois Pace. Oh my God, he's out. Oh, dude.
No. He's. I think he just had to go off camera for a minute.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So I just love what she's saying, because, again, I happen to have gone to a boarding school for a year. Not everyone has those opportunities. That's why I connect with Lois, and I'm like, all right, cool. I'm not sure about this vaccine. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But how many Black folks?
Yeah. I'm telling you right now, though, if you know Lever, you are going to be somebody, because he knows everybody.
I don't mean nothing, brother. I don't mean nothing. I'm $1 short of 15 cents, man. Come on.
Hey, that's good for the show.
So
one day.
All right, y'all, let's wrap this thing up, man. We have did the impossible, and we've pulled out an almost 3-hour podcast.
That's crazy. You'll have fun editing this.
Yeah, and I'm so excited for the 7 people who have enjoyed this ride with us.
That's why. Yo, listen, wherever you are, make sure that you follow, like, and subscribe.
And share.
And share, yes. But make sure you click that subscribe and that bell icon, so you'll be informed whenever we go live.
Can I share something real quick?
Yeah. You want to close this out?
Sure, I guess. Can I share my screen?
Oh, okay. You want to go that way?
No. Wow.
No. I was just like, no. You want to go that way? Let me. You just lost your screen. Bring it back up.
I'm about to do it again.
Okay.
Let's make sure I'm sharing the right thing.
Oh, he got a commercial.
You see my screen?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yasmin's pop-up.
Yes, right. So y'all know we had Yasmin Hurst in here last week.
That's right. Yeah.
So she has a scholarship fund and public service project. We only have 24 hours, though. I apologize for not telling us earlier. But she's got this pop-up, right? And she actually has raised a significant amount of money. The goal was $2,500, and she's raised $3,154. Am I reading this right? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And they're raising support, like I said, a program, scholarship program, and public service projects. So if you scroll through, I don't know about you, but I'm kind of bougie with my popcorn. I'm very bougie with my popcorn. And they've got, it's not cheap, but it is cheap if you know how far the money is actually going to go. Right?
Yeah.
So
you're not buying the popcorn for the popcorn.
Nah, man. You're actually supporting folks that look like you and I, and we're talking about public service projects. I remember when I was volunteering, and so I'll stop to share. I remember I was volunteering once in a park, and I just wanted to pick up trash. So I got a bunch of brothers and sisters together in the neighborhood. We're picking up trash and garbage. And then this truck showed up. And then these brothers came out this truck. They were all together. They had on these vests. And then he said to us, yo, what time y'all get here? It was like, oh, we started at noon. You know, we're just volunteering. He was like, no, we're the volunteers. And we're like, okay, that was weird. And then I was like, wait, hold on. What do you mean by that? It was like, yeah, like we have to come here to clean up because we're the volunteers. Like, we're the volunteers. They were volunteers. They were voluntold as a part of their community service program.
Like, it was like volunteer.
Because they committed a crime at some point, and as a result of that, they did this is their community service. There was one time I was even in a park with my wife, and this dude was picking up garbage. I was like, "Oh my God, I'm so happy! Thank you for doing that. How do I get involved in this?" He goes, "You gotta go talk to that guy." Right? And that guy was the guy assigned
the parole officer.
So I was like, "What I gotta do to do this?" You know what I mean? But it's the idea, like, you ever been in a white neighborhood and you see white folks picking up garbage? Like, oh my God, what is this on the ground? I'm gonna throw this away, right?
Yeah.
We don't have that mentality. Because for some reason in our mindset, it's you have to commit a crime in order to
there's
keep
another
your own neighborhood.
There's another
property.
I would say there's another thing. You got to own the property.
We have that renter's mindset.
Yeah. Well,
everybody wants to be a player.
Rent.
Right. Everybody wants to be a player. Nobody wants to be an owner.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like when we first owned our apartment, I was weirded out by telling people we own. You know what I'm saying? Until people that didn't look like us started saying, "Oh, how much did you have to pay rent for this place?" I was like, "Oh, no, we own." And that immediately switched the conversation.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So, when you own something, you look at things differently. You actually appreciate things like the police.
But we own our community. We may not own that apartment, but we own our existence in that community.
Right. But that's a mind shift. Like that, what you just said, like you have to think, okay, I mean, because there's people, for example, like they've lived in the building for 4, 5, 6 generations in that apartment. Like it just keeps getting handed down and down. So technically they would own it, but they don't even still see it as owning it.
They don't. And that, I mean, I think that's what I was trying to say is that like, we just need to change the conversation to being owners of our culture.
Yeah.
To being owners of our community, to being owners of our body.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If that means reframing the conversation, whereas saying this stuff, especially about Asians during a time where there are people doing this anti-Asian, you know what I'm saying, nonsense. Like, I think we can do a better job owning ourselves and owning our mistakes. Even you talked about falling, owning our mistakes, and how do we pick ourselves up? How do we help each other be co-signers to help us be owners? You know what I'm saying? So that's how I want to close out the conversation.
So to make it, bring it full circle, we got to own the same way that Meghan Markle owns.
She sure do own.
Yeah. I don't understand the analogy. I'm gonna say
like she's owning. She's owning her experience.
Who she is, her experience, who she is,
right?
And that she's not settling and being like standing on the sideline, like, no, this is who I am. I own me. You're not gonna tell me what to do.
And how many black folk are like, you know that's gonna happen. Like, what you think they're gonna love you? Like, as opposed to like, yo, you're speaking for me. Maybe that's changing someone else's opinion.
It is.
Right? Like,
well, it's a part of national conversation now. And all I knew about the royal family was Princess Diana. So, and I cared enough because it was a compelling story, but I didn't care as much because she didn't look like me. And so I think that's going to change a lot for a lot of people. It's going to bring that culture here because of her existence here and what I'm sure some of the attention is going to be coming here, and it's going to shift some attention over there. It's going to expand our view of this place we live.
So with that being said, it's been a great one, man. And I got 1 hour before the time changes at 3 o'clock in the morning.
It's daylight savings right now?
Yeah. At 2 o'clock, it becomes 3 o'clock. So,
It's
yes.
forward?
Yeah. Spring forward.
How?
What are you talking about? It's March 14th. Well, now it's March 15th.
Really? How did I miss that?
Yeah. I've been saying it all the entire show.
Oh.
All right, y'all. Well, this has been another episode of the Free Agents Podcast. It's been real. Thank y'all for joining us. It's been a marathon of an episode. We love y'all. See y'all next week. Hopefully we won't be 2 hours, or we won't be 3 hours.
Yeah. This was a long time, man.
A lot of good information, though. A lot of good conversation.
Make sure you follow, like, subscribe on all your favorite platforms. We're gonna let you go take it out with a little bit of Riding By, instrumental from music by Bel-Ami. Peace, y'all.